Hello.
Hey.
Hope we're not too loud.
We might be.
No, we'll see.
What are you going to do?
Change the levels.
Hope you're not
I
driving while
adjusted the
listening
levels because I realized that this was Zonner's mic. So on the board, they were down. That's why they could barely hear me.
Because Donner's whispering is like yelling for
super
everybody else.
loud. Yeah. That makes sense.
So let me know how it sounds out there.
Or don't.
Or don't.
Hey, welcome to the CMG podcast, episode number 76.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
There we
Yeah,
go.
that was it, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet. Sweet. Nailed
the last
it.
note says no picture. You sure about that?
That doesn't make sense.
Sure about that? Press play over here. Let's see what happens. Nope, I got a picture.
Yeah, remember,
Yeah.
they're always a little bit behind, so it might just take a few seconds to catch up.
I don't know.
Maybe check your settings on your streaming thing. Little setting bar.
Yeah, because we're not streaming at
We're streaming at 1080p, right? 720 or 1080p?
1080p, 30 frames. If it was 60 frames per second, I could see that because some phones don't do that.
Yeah, give it a couple seconds.
Hey, well, this is a video game podcast. We talk all things in the world of video games, whether it be old, new, relevant, or not. I'm Matt Rojas, a.k.a. the Dread Pirate, and with me in the middle we have...
Michael Walquist, a.k.a. Siri Knight.
Siri Knight! And on the far end,
I'm
rocking the
Ate-
gears cap.
Yes, thank you. I'm Mate Rojas, also known as No Jeans.
No jeans.
So depressing.
I know.
I
I thought I'd try and change it up a little bit.
You do you.
No jeans.
Still no picture. Weird on our end.
Huh. Anybody else having
Also
picture
reminds
issues?
you of like an intro to PlayStation or something. No jeans.
It's like Sega.
That's Sega.
Right. say, there we go.
Depressed Sega.
Oh,
Sega.
woo.
Hey, we talk all things video game, like I said, and we are live. We are live here on Twitch currently. If you're watching in the future, or would like to watch in the future, or listen in the future, you can watch it on YouTube, or listen on really anything you want.
Yeah.
We are on SoundCloud, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify,
Google.
maybe even your tape deck in your old car. I don't know.
I thought you were going to say tech deck. I was
Tech
like,
deck, yes.
Man,
Look out for exclusive CMG tech decks.
that would be cool. That would be cool.
every time you land a trick, you get a little segment of the podcast that comes out. Oh, okay, all right. Now we got to make that. It's actually pretty sick.
If only.
You can follow us on
They're still
Twitter
around,
at
right?
CMG_Gamecast and everywhere else at Casual Misfits Gaming. That's your Facebook, your Instagram, your not your Twitter. I just said Twitter's wrong. Really anywhere else. We like to start every show off with what we've been doing, how we've been doing, what we've been playing in the gaming world. Start off with Siri Knight. What have you been playing?
Crickets. I
Cricket
legitimately,
simulator?
yeah, exactly, yeah. I'm gonna try out that darn goat simulator at some point. I legitimately don't think I played any games this week. Oh, that's right, because I was having my dog issues.
Don't bring down the podcast.
No, I'm
right
not
now.
gonna explain it or anything like that. But yeah, no, I actually didn't get a chance to play any games this week. No, I take that back. I lie. I played a little bit of Heroes of the Storm. So
There's
sorry.
City of Heroes, something cool.
no, yeah.
Like
Here's
of
that.
the Storm.
Excuse me.
Something
Where'd you go with it for cool?
That game
better than a game that has no support.
It does not, Matt. Goat Simulator doesn't have any support. They still play it, all right? That game's great. Whatever, shut up. There's got a new character. It's fun. I don't know. I was depressed. I needed something to distract me for a little bit.
Colin in the chat says nerd.
Nerd.
Meanwhile.
Yeah, right? Yeah, no, unfortunately, I think
Pay
that's
no attention to the topics on this podcast nor the stuff surrounding us. It's very nerd-like.
Yeah, that's the only game I actually got a chance to play this week. So I'm a rather boring individual this week. Sorry.
Just this week. Hey, No Jeans, what have you been playing?
Well, let's see. I've played some Sea of Thieves because
Oh, always.
we gotta play together, man.
I know. I actually
Is
do
that
want
you
to.
that put that in the outline?
Yeah.
Can I read you guys what I'm gonna read you guys what No Jeans put
I
in the outline.
don't read the outline because I want to be surprised. So
Yeah,
this
okay.
I'm actually
That's
mildly
good.
curious about.
We used to do a lot of times our Mod Monday and our Game Night. We just haven't been able to keep up with it, so we haven't. And so for Game Night, No Jeans put, Ate wants to do a full Sea of Thieves crew because he misses you guys.
That was last week.
I didn't see it last week.
That's fantastic.
But there's an update. It says update.
I'll come play
He
with you,
still
Boo.
misses you guys.
I'll come play with you, Boo. Life's got to settle back in. I'll come play with you.
We'll come play. Don't worry.
I actually do miss playing it. I would like to get back to it, especially since I have the Game Pass now. I didn't really want to buy
The last
the game.
note
but
says, okay, showing off my television, but not my phone. Explain, please. Ate.
It's something with your phone then.
Try updating the app.
Yeah, it's got to be.
There could be an update in your store. You could have to delete the app and bring it back in, re-download it.
Yeah.
Klaus says, have you tried resetting the phone? Like I said, this is a live podcast, so we actually interact with the chat. If you want to get in here, jump in. Any topic.
And then
Tell Michael he's got a sick mohawk, bro.
So where's Brandon?
Klaus says that he wants to play with us as well.
Okay.
He has Game Pass. That's how he plays.
And then you put hashtag Game
Yeah,
Pass
that's-
hype.
Yeah, it's legit.
And then let's see, what else did I play? I played some Gears. I played
Nice.
some Idle Heroes. I played.
Oh, Idle Heroes. Oh
Yeah.
man, I've actually kind of been wanting to get into that one.
It's
but
actually pretty.
Is it? Yeah.
It's
Do you know what Idle Heroes is, Matt?
Sounds like they're pretty boring.
Okay.
'Kay,
First
it
of
is-
all, you calm down. I understand the name is misleading, all right, but
They just sit around and they're like,
for those of you who
"Hey,
don't
guys,
know what Idle Heroes is, my
see that guy
understanding
robbing the bank? I guess we could do something.
my
Nah,
understanding
bro, we're Idle
is
Heroes.
you develop a D&D campaigning party, you develop your characters and everything and stuff like that, and you can play while they're playing, but if you're not there, they will continue to adventure in the background with you and gain experience and things like that,
gold and whatnot.
gold and stuff. But then if you want to, you can just jump back in and start controlling them, manually, or you can just, hence the name, Idled Heroes, you can just let it go and it'll continue to do it in the background
and
for
they
you.
pull different characters from the D&D realms.
Yeah,
Magic
like
the Gathering.
for those of you who
all
know
Wizards of the
D&D,
Coast.
Drizzt is in there, depending on how you pronounce it. So yeah, they draw it from Forgotten Realms and everything. All these main heroes. They even actually have a couple of heroes from the Critical Role campaign in there, like the
Spurt.
yeah, Spurt. Yes,
Spurt's in it.
yeah. The Kobold is in
Kobold,
there. Yeah.
Tinker
Who
guy.
lasted for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
like,
Longer than you.
family friendly.
It was family friendly.
It's actually pretty fun. It's two kids, super family
Claw
friendly.
has a question for you, No Jeans. He wants to know, is No Jeans rocking the Master Chief skin
Chef,
Chef?
Master Chef,
Shaif?
Chef.
Shayef. Skin in Sea of Thieves.
I can.
Are you?
I do sometimes.
Got it.
Because I have they it was
It's like Minecraft where you can make yourself look like Master Chief?
Yeah. I'm like,
it's,
what it like-
it's a ship skin.
Oh.
So at different events and whatnot.
Yeah.
If, there was an event about 2 or 3 weeks ago that if you watched live, both days, you got the flag and then the sails.
There better be like a Master Chief helmet at the.
And then the next day it was the Master Chief figurehead and hull.
yeah.
So
that's
legit. It has the UNSC
Yeah.
symbol on the
Oh,
sails.
that's cool.
And yes.
That's too
Out of
cool.
all the things
How are
he
you
did,
not rocking
No, hold
that?
on. Out of all the things he did to try to convince us to come back to Sea of Thieves,
That
was not
was
the one he started, not the one he led with. He
You
didn't
should have
tell us till it's
led with that.
over.
Yeah.
We would have jumped in and be like, let's go.
Yeah, so I have them. So if you ever want to rock those,
Yeah,
you
that's pretty sick. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, now we'll play.
The next time we do a game night, you have to that'll be our skin.
Yeah.
That'll be
yeah. Yeah.
can. And then we played.
You don't get to talk about that. Yep. I'm going to talk about that. Anything
and
else
here
you
comes-
played?
And here comes the roast because Matthew's been waiting all week for this.
All week for this. Is Joseph in the chat? He's got to be in the chat. Joseph, please be
Unless
here in
he's
the chat.
working.
What else did you play, No Jeans? Anything else?
I need to
I
bring
I feel
up
like
my,
you probably did.
need to bring up my game. Man. I feel like I'm really behind the curve on this one.
No, mainly. Oh, and I played some Minecraft.
Played some Minecraft.
Yeah. That's one of the games that I always go back to when I'm like long day at work. Just go in,
played
mine a
some of
little
the-
bit.
I played some of the little tablet mobile version of it.
That'll work on the cross-play with PC and Xbox, I believe.
Yeah, my daughter wanted to play it, so I had to show her how.
Yeah.
That wasn't very successful.
Jude loves playing Minecraft. It's just a matter of like keeping him safe. That gets really frustrating because he'll like.
he'll start venturing out.
okay. I was like,
yeah.
what is happening to him that he's I was thinking like physically unsafe Like in our world, like I
No,
got what you
no.
get. Nah, yeah, I got what you're saying. I'm like,
No,
what's he
I get
doing?
really mad. I just start throwing my
What?
controller
I don't know.
everywhere.
Like I thought you were gonna go on like a keeping him safe from predators, or people talking to him or whatever, or something like that. I was like, what is happening? But yeah, I got you. You don't put it. You don't put it on just like peaceful mode.
No,
no,
because
I'm not raising a punk.
First of all,
That was a family-friendly version of what
yeah,
I
yeah.
wanted
No,
to
I
say.
got where you're heading. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I
Don't
want
worry.
him to be able to fend for himself in this hard world of humanity that we have
Minecraft?
created. And if I put everything on peaceful mode for him, I might as well just throw him a participation trophy now. Like,
So we started.
Defend yourself against them creepers, and all of a sudden you're a bad
he
A.
did,
Huh?
he
Yeah,
did, he
that's
did.
cool.
So like we had like we started making I started making things for him to do in the game. Like oh, here's a fishing area, just fish right here for a while, or here's a boat you can.
That's right, yeah, I
and
remember that.
Like don't go past this.
Yeah,
part.
yeah, for sure.
And then
I'm going to get a...
I mean, it makes sense if he's playing with you guys, but
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. If they're just playing by themselves, I'm putting that crap on peaceful mode, so that way I don't have to sit there and help them run away every single time.
I'm
I'd
gonna
rather
get- I'm gonna get a
encourage
bumper
their
sticker.
creativity.
Yeah, the world isn't handed to you. You got to buy those art supplies, dude. Like
Not
you
if
gotta
you put it on
find that-
creative mode.
That's what I'm saying. You're teaching them like
Not
they're
if
gonna-
you put
they're
it
gonna
on
go around,
creative
I
mode."
want this. Why can't I do it? You've got to go.
All
collect
right,
the
first of
stuff
all,
to
if
do
you're
it.
if your kids are taking real life lessons from Minecraft, I mean, come on now.
I mean, structure, design, geometry,
math,
how to fly. Wait, no, so that's
resource
okay.
management.
Resource
Yeah.
management.
Sure, okay, yeah, no, sweet, yeah.
Crafting.
Well, you know what? You guys do
Farming.
you, man. You justify it however you need farming.
Look, I'm gonna get a bumper sticker that says, "My kid's Minecraft character can beat up your kid's Minecraft character."
Teaching them bullying early
My
on.
kid doesn't play on peaceful mode.
Has your daughter ever seen a creeper? Like, is it?
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
That's why she asked me to put it on peaceful mode because she doesn't want to get attacked by those darn things.
Got it.
PC friendly.
Participation mode.
Whatever. I don't care. It's a video game.
Do you even get achievements on?
No. They specifically tell you when you put it on to peaceful mode, they say just FYI, you're not getting any achievements
Okay.
out of this while you're on peaceful mode. So,
All right.
yeah. Because, for you elitists who actually care about achievements.
Just play on easy at least.
Because then it's like every 10 seconds I'm getting like there's a monster in here. Can you get rid of the monster? Like, I don't know. I don't want to deal with that. Like, no, like just have fun. Create a castle. Go for it. And she does. She has a great time. I'm encouraging my child's creativity.
Hold on.
There it is. How
Has
about
she
that?
gone a whole 2 levels like his and Kyle's castle? Because remember, he had a 2-tiered
You have no idea how
castle.
hard it is to get a whole 2 levels, dude.
I
Like,
mean,
that's asking
I'm
a
just
lot of a
saying,
6-year-old. Like, I know she's not quite that great yet.
She's not
but
as good as them yet.
No,
she
she's
she
working
hasn't
on
gone
it.
to that 2nd story level yet.
She's working on it. She's working on it. She's getting there. Yeah, little baby steps.
Baby steps into the elevator.
Love you, buddy.
And it's an intricate 2-level castle. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
sure, yeah. No, I mean, we weren't downplaying that at all.
I
Like,
got,
we
I
figured
got
it.
lanterns and a sorcerer.
Lanterns.
Special lanterns.
Lanterns.
Yeah.
Are they
for those
regular
of you
lanterns
who
or are they
don't-
something cool?
They're actually cool like lantern, like Chinese lanterns and
Do they have the what is it? What is that special fire from like down below the
That special fire from
yeah,
down below.
that special
I don't
fire. Yeah,
think
that's
you
right.
should-
That special fire.
This is a family-friendly podcast,
what's the Underdark area called?
the Underdark, the
The-
Netherworld.
Nether-
The Netherworld. There we go. Yes,
Netherrealm.
yeah. That is it made of the nether brick stuff that has that cool fire that comes out of it.
Some are like that, but no, you have to make iron ingots and other stuff to make the lanterns. It's yeah.
Tumultuous process.
All right, so I was stalling because I needed to get I need to get the other participants in the game that we played on the chat to make sure he was here.
I'm really
can I
actually kind of
get
excited to hear
Can
about
I
this.
get a
'cause-
shout out from Welp, that's a thing if he's in the chat? He probably is. He said he's on. So you played some games. Ati played a lot of games. The one game I Welp, that's the thing said, "Hey-o!"
I'll be the laugh track on this one because I have no idea what you're talking about.
The game I didn't let him talk about was one of the couple games I played. So first off, get off my turf. It's my time.
How was your week, Ate?
It was okay. It was
Yeah?
busy. Yeah.
Nice going.
We
Went all
decided.
over the place.
How's the D&D characters coming along?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made just eearlier today, I made a gnomish barbarian.
That was a good idea on your part.
Yes, it was.
That was very solid invention.
Inevitable. So we played a game, an old school game.
A game I've never played.
You gotta slip that in there real quick.
Never
Slip
played.
that in there real fast. Never played.
Never
that
did. Never touched it. Don't know how it works. We played Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Oh man. Oh man.
So this was Sunday, to be precise. I
Sick invite, by the way.
yeah.
Sorry,
well,
continue.
we wanted to be able to play that day, and with your slow internet and your slow.
Is that it? Yeah,
like trying to get you
sweet,
to
cool.
download that game and then
Cool.
work you through doing everything.
Hashtag sick invite.
I text Joseph and said, "Hey, it's your birthday. What do you want to play?"
Oh, that makes sense.
We'll
Okay, yeah.
we'll jump on whatever you want to jump on. Let me know whether it's on Game Pass or PC, play whatever. So he's like, "Oh, I'm actually downloading SWTOR," and I'm like, "Oh, I haven't played that in almost a decade. Sure, why not?"
Yeah, yeah, sure.
So
It'd be fun to go back and reminisce.
yeah, and I was like, "Okay, which way are we going? You pick if we're gonna go Jedi, Sith, whatever." I was half hoping he was make us go Sith so that Atu would have to play a Sith character because he won't, but he would for Joseph's birthday.
No, I wouldn't.
I'm with you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you would have.
No, I wouldn't.
You
No.
weren't. You were just
I
gonna
would
leave
have
us.
He said-
gone like a smuggler or something.
He said, "My birthday present was playing with you, not doing what you want."
Anyways, I would have to say that I learned something new this week.
Good.
I never in my life realized just how horrible at RPGs
Oh no.
No Genes is.
First off, it took me like half an hour just to make it look good on my computer because it was so. I'm playing on a 4K monitor. Like I could not read anything. So like I'm missing.
Oh, it was like all the text like
it was like
blurred
this,
out. And
It was
stuff?
like super small. I had to like literally get off the couch, go over to the monitor,
Wow.
okay, walk back to, and then move over, click.
Well, he's playing on his big 4K TV.
You would think they would at least scale it. It's been around since forever. They would be like, "Oh, you're playing on a."
You got to change your settings.
I was gonna say,
But
did you
that's
go?
not
Did
the
you go
issue
into
we're
the
talking.
setting mode and get the old person text on there? That's like ginormous.
I scaled it as much as I could. So I'm missing things.
Okay.
But what we're not talking about
Okay.
the tech UI issues. That's
Sure,
that's a
sure.
game fault.
Yeah, sure. I got
We're
you.
talking about user
Right.
error.
User error. Yeah.
some
Emphasis on the error part.
some quotes. Well, that's the thing's throwing out right now. This guy was like, "How do I attack? How do I move? How
not-
do I use a
It's
map?"
not very intuitive for a UI. Okay. Like you have to use the right mouse button to move around while moving instead of just like.
Do they not WASD? Is it?
With
Do you not move
WSAD,
around with?
It follows you, but no. We had found out that No Genes. What controller can I use?
I was
He literally wanted to use a controller on an MMORPG.
Oh, go
because a lot of games do that. Okay.
And I tell him, like, dude, there's too many hotkeys. What do you?
Do they really like?
Some games that are basic, like
Yeah, it was like it seems
Yeah.
like there'd be like two. I can imagine using a controller on WoW. Like that would be atrocious.
so. Apparently, and it's not just this game, No Genes. It's apparently you had never played an MMORPG in your freaking life.
Have you
'cause
never
it's the
really?
Same, like
I played
format of
World
every.
of Warcraft for like a little bit, and that was like
The fact that you say World of Warcraft shows me that you played it for like 2 hours, didn't you?
yeah. It
yes,
was
exactly. Yeah.
But it was absolutely amazing. Like, where am I going? What am I doing? How
You guys
am
just
I?
finally tie like a tether to
Yeah.
him and just be like, just come
eventually
on.
I just
literally-
gave up on my quest. I just started following
We're like,
them
dude.
around.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't have a quest, and I'm like, I can see your quest because we're in a group. I'm
Right,
like, it's
yeah.
over here. How do you see my quest in the map? There's a map. Oh my gosh. It opens the map. It's not here. It's
Why
the
was I-
purple thing. What are you talking about?
Not there. Come on, man.
And then we're in the basic training ground on the Jedi, the Jedi
Sure.
campus.
Yeah.
And we're running around, and we just keep saying, "No Genes has been
Oh
defeated."
no.
Oh, okay.
No.
First off,
You get beat by the blaster bots?
By
Like,
the
No,
chickens.
no. They're actual enemies. Like, but I was a mage, so I'm super squishy apparently.
sure, yeah.
So I'm dying like this is, and you know they're just going. Do-do-do-do. I'm
So
like,
we're making fun because he's like standing next to them
Oh, man.
when he's like a force user.
Yeah,
He's, like, standing
right.
next to them. We keep seeing him dying. We're like, just stay with us. Well, that's the thing. Say we played for like 4 hours, and at hour 4, he's like, "Oh, this is force push."
No, shit.
it was.
I was like, "Dude, use your powers. What are you doing?" Joseph said, "We put a
I love you, buddy.
we blank put him on a leash and walked him to each of his quests. We literally like, follow me,
Come on.
come on."
Come on.
Mind you, so I'm a like total noob at this game.
Sure.
Don't know anything. And they're like, yeah, I'm like level 50, my old character. I'm like, so you've
Of course.
played it for a very long time.
Yeah,
It's
of
just
course.
RPGs. The MMORPG, it's the same format though. Like
Yeah, they usually stick with the same one.
it's no different than any of that. We just didn't know that like.
I guess I could see, yeah. If you.
But I also didn't realize it wasn't just MMORPGs. Like, you kept commenting like, you know, I try to like RPGs, and I'm like, whoa, wait. You mean just like RPGs in general? You don't like them? And no, he doesn't like RPG. Like I
You
didn't-
just don't like playing.
I did not know that about
RPGs
you.
in general.
The only one I liked playing was Oblivion,
Okay.
but that was more
Well,
of
it's an
a
action.
That was more like a
yeah, first person action
Yeah.
RPG. It's different. It's a first person shooter with RPG elements.
Yeah.
But I had no idea. I was like, Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Would you do? Yeah. Would you do things like Fable? Like, would you
Anything?
like?
I played Fable too,
Well,
Okay,
Fable,
so
yeah,
you've
but
played
that's-
RPGs, like
but more like the micromanaging RPGs. Like
yeah, you're not used to playing the RPGs that have like 1,000 abilities to them.
Oh wait, that's right. We did confirm. He said, well, that's the thing. Says, no. He can't get off the hook. He played Star Trek Online and DC Universe Online, which plays the exact same way
it
SWTOR
doesn't.
does. It actually does. It's the same game.
like story wise, I guess. And
No, like,
but-
gameplay.
How's the UI set up on those?
Well,
Do you
those
have
are-
like a bunch of abilities down at the
No,
bottom
'cause
and
we
stuff?
played
and-
those on the consoles. So
Well,
it's
you and I
usually
played
controller.
it
Okay, yeah.
on PC.
Yeah.
Star Trek Online.
Well, that's more ship battles and flying around and actually shooting. You know, it's not really.
So what's really throwing you off is the fact that you have the UI isn't familiar
And having to
you.
press
yeah,
but
like,
it's the same
yeah.
thing. Like, you press the buttons, like, for the attacks.
Yeah.
You've played Eve. It's the same thing. You
No, it's
have
not.
hotkeys for your button, for your attacks. And you move around. It's the same thing. It's just point and click where you want to go instead of move.
No,
you
that's
can't
more-
get off the
that's
hook this
more- that's
easily, no,
more-
Gene. This is bullcrap.
Does the management become too difficult for you when it's over like 4 buttons? Is that the problem? Sorry, that
Well,
was
like-
that was a cheap shot. Sorry, never mind.
like well, with Eve Online, I have things set up so that way it's more automated. So I just fly around if I want to do some.
Yeah.
It makes more sense for me on Eve because like you're managing a ship. So like okay, I'm doing this. It makes more sense in my head than not like there really wasn't like a tutorial like press this for that, press this for that.
Yeah, no, a lot of the MMOs that come out don't really have
They
tutorials
just
for
just
them.
throw
They-
you in there. And you're like okay,
Yeah,
what do I
well,
do?
because they assume that there are so many of
There's
them out
little
that
icons on your
a
screen. It
jillion
says press
people
one,
have played
press-
them. Yeah, so.
well, that's the thing. Says, guess what? Phasers, hotkey 1. Photon torpedoes.
Oh no, he looked it up.
Hotkey
He
2.
looked it up. What a D.
Thrusters, hotkey 3. Raise shields, hotkey 4. Mines, hotkey 5. I think he's gonna keep going for a while.
Hitting you with the good old one too.
That's
But
not
you
how
have
that
somebody
game
on your
works.
side. Phase, hello Phase. We miss you, buddy. You
Hey,
gotta come hang out with us. Any
Why is
Saturday you
everybody-
want, come
he-
hang out
he
with
says,
us.
why is everybody bullying Ante? Because Matthew loves to do that. that's
Listen,
why. That's his
listen,
mo.
I get crap when I don't know how to play a game. It was my turn to return the crap. Okay. This was.
When's the last time I did that to you?
Oh, I don't know. Probably recently.
No.
Sea of Thieves, something.
If I'm playing with you on Sea of Thieves, I'm trying to help you. I've never been like, oh my gosh, how stupid are you? You don't know
Well,
how
we
to
didn't do
switch to
that,
your.
but it was funny. Anyway, so we did not know that you did not like RPGs. Now we know.
now you know.
Now you know.
Yeah.
And we will not suggest an RPG.
All right.
Except for on my birthday, we're playing SWTOR. All right.
All right, off the Ate bully
I
train.
will learn how to play that.
Yeah, it just takes
game.
time. It's a learning curve. So
Yeah.
once you get it down, all of them are more or less the same.
Let's get into this week in gaming news, huh?
Whee!
Twiggin.
Yes,
We got
please.
some Gears 5 news. Gears 5 has gone gold.
And if you don't know what gold means, it means they're done with production and everything, and they've actually made it their physical disc.
Ooh, it's exciting.
So it's the consumer version that's coming out.
Nice.
So
got
So the actual like
full-
finished product is there and ready to
well,
go.
you say it's finished, but today, in the this
Right,
day and age,
the finished physical product is there, but they're constantly making updates to the.
yeah. So
yeah,
I'm sure that
Right.
that disc is already, even though it's gold,
Yeah.
it's current. It's already out of date. So once
Right.
you'll get the game, and then
And there'll be like
a
700 updates to it.
yeah,
Yeah,
60
right. Yeah,
gig
exactly.
download.
Right, yeah, totally.
They listed their full achievement list along with it, and it looks like there's 4 acts.
4X,
Yep.
not 5.
Doesn't look like. Let's see. Unlock during Act 4 campaign.
That seems
Don't like spoil anything.
Does that seem short?
Complete all acts of the campaign. So there might be 5. Maybe completing
I
5.
usually feel like
is
there's
the-
like 5 or 6 in the
there's-
previous
yeah.
games, aren't there? Yeah, like does that feel short?
the first
maybe they
one
just
was
made 'em
only
longer.
4, right? And then but you've got the PC. There was 5 versions.
I
Or
forget.
5 acts or something.
I forget. They wouldn't add an extra act.
They
on
did.
on the PC version.
If you got
really?
if you played the remastered Gears, what they call it, the one that came out for Xbox One.
So they just added a whole extra
They
chapter.
gave you,
Yeah,
they gave you the version that was the PC version, and it had a whole thing with the guy with like the turrets, the big dude, the behemoth or whatever with the turrets was like going through the city and you're like running around like which is not in the first one.
Huh. Interesting.
Not in the first one because you don't come across that thing until
the Brumac.
yeah, you don't come across that till Gears 2 when you're underground and doing that. Like, there's a whole scene in the first one, whole act where you're running through the city avoiding this thing. Like, yeah.
So nothing really like story-wise contributed, just gave you a
Just-
little more action and stuff. A
Yeah,
little more
it
fun
contributed a
play,
little bit, yeah, but not like-
Gotcha. Well, that's cool though.
We also found out that they turned the title into just Gears 5.
They did that initially.
No, it wasn't
What
like
was it?
Gears 5
No.
What was it
Frozen something or something.
Yeah, I thought I remember seeing something like that.
Yeah, it was like Gears 5, like
Frozen Wasteland or
Frozen
something.
Outland, Frozen. It was
Yeah.
something.
Thought it was something like that. Maybe not. So now it's just Gears 5. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
There
cool.
also
Kind of like that better, anyways.
will be an Xbox bundle that was leaked, supposedly.
Well, it was leaked by Italy.
It was leaked, but the supposed part is it true? Is what I'm saying.
Well, because on if you look behind us, right here,
Oh, right there?
yeah. Apparently on Amazon there was a listing. Yeah,
Yeah, it's right there.
there was a listing on Amazon from the
be
Italian
able to see.
version,
It actually looks kind of cool. Looks all frozen wasteland-ish.
and it has the controller that we did not have last time on there. So there it is. That's what it looks like.
They really think people are gonna buy that though?
I'm buying it
Are
because
you really? Like a whole new like
Oh,
Xbox?
Faye says it's
like,
out already. You can pre-order. So apparently this leak already happened and it's ready to go.
Yeah.
So
like a whole new Xbox with like you're gonna buy that? Like even though you already have one?
why?
Like seriously? Like I can't say I'm very surprised, but
That-
like I'll still continue to
that
question.
design looks cool. Okay?
it. Jesus Christ.
You know what? I'll take just like take that picture, print it out, and tape it to your
Nope.
Xbox.
Right? Yeah, just like over the top. You know,
Nope.
like come on, man. Like you
If
drop it. What is that
this-
going to be? Like another $600?
If this happened 2 years ago, yes.
Sure, yeah, but like it's
But
at
the
at-
Xbox is coming out next year.
Yeah,
and
it's at
this is
the end of
coming
its
out,
shelf
like, in a
life
month.
now, and what are you going to be at now? 2 Xboxes? 3?
4.
Oh man! Oh gosh! It's people like you. That's why they still make money. That's crazy, dude.
Faye says it'll go well with the one he got off me. Imagine them side by side because there was a Gears 4 one that's all red and it looks really cool.
Imagine them side by side with only one being used.
Well, we have the red one here, don't we? Somewhere.
I don't know. Maybe I just don't understand it. Maybe I'm just old.
I understand the collector side of it, but when I get things like that, like especially a console, I want it to be useful. I went and got the
Yeah.
PlayStation Spider-Man exclusive one
Right, but you were already gonna get that was
over
the
a year ago.
that was like the Pro or whatever it was,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
it's the
Like and you didn't
Pro.
have that one
They
yet.
moved
That
it from-
makes
is
sense.
this the X
Yeah.
or is this the
X.
It is the X.
Yeah, 1 terabyte hard drive.
Oh, okay. So and you don't have that version
He
already?
has an X.
You suck.
I do have an X.
I was trying to
I
give
got
you
it.
a.
I got it from Phased.
It's trying to give you a.
In addition,
out somewhere.
it's going to have Gears 1, 2, 3, and 4 as well. That comes with it. If you don't already have that.
Isn't that on the pass?
Don't bring logic into this. No, but to each their own. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
for
a
sure.
collector's
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, go for it.
I
Have a
won't
good
do
time.
it.
Rob Dog says he's buying it.
Rob Dog says he's buying it.
Yep, in the
he's
chat.
Full
Cool.
of crap.
Yeah.
It's a pretty console.
Yeah, no,
It is.
In all seriousness, if you're having a good time with it, then have a good time with it.
Yeah, thank
I just
you.
don't
Oh, does he
understand
not?
it.
But Rob Dog doesn't have an X. He's just looking away. Also,
Today's the
Yeah,
Moriarty
it's-
day.
you know, man, everybody's got their turn. Everybody's got their turn.
all right. But go and get it if you would like. I understand it's cool. I'm just not spending
Yeah.
that money now. When next year we're gonna have another console that's coming out for like $600, I can put that money towards the other console and be excited.
And you
for
can get the
that.
new like Gear 6 with it.
I have
you
like
know, and
I have like
each their own.
$250 worth of GameStop dollars saved up.
what
Oh,
did you like?
and you could put that
did you
towards-
did you get that 250 by like
by buying
donating
6 Xboxes.
Yeah, donating another store to them of stuff. Like was that?
A lot of it. I mean,
Yeah.
I never used any of my points ever since I got it.
Oh, okay.
So over like 10 years, I just saved up.
So disgusting. That's so gross. 10 years for $250.
I know, kinda
Rob Dog
stinks.
says it's beautiful. Done. All the gears too, preloaded, so it's better than Game Pass. What the
What? It's the what?
dumbest
It's
argument
the
ever?
same thing, Rob Dog. Like you just go into Game Pass and you could just preload them onto your hard drive. Woo! Look at that. Easy.
Anyways, no, but as far as collectors go, I
Yeah.
understand some
Yeah, for
people
sure.
spend a lot of money on collector stuff. I did for Spider-Man, but there was a use for it for me, and it was beautiful.
Yeah, no.
If you don't have a Xbox One X,
Have a
I
good
get
time.
that. A little
Go
more
for it.
justifiable. Also, the next Xbox is coming out next year. Something to think about. If you have 6 Xboxes and need another one, go for it.
Go get it.
Go, you do you.
Thank you. I will.
Rob Dog's getting hyped in the chat. Oh, I'm sorry, Matthew. Faye says, even if you do have an Xbox One X, buy this one. Are you guys getting paid by Microsoft right now? Is that what's going on?
I slipped them an extra $20 each.
You're supposed to say not a sponsor, but you haven't yet, so I'm starting to think.
Yeah, definitely not coming out. Like, oh man, like go buy the new Xbox X. I expect a check in my mail.
Hey, but you know what
Thank you.
Gears doesn't have this time? A 4-player co-op
I'm kind of upset
in
about.
the campaign.
Yeah.
I honestly, I never played anything beyond the 2-player co-op, so I didn't
We
even
did.
know a 4-player
Because
co-op
Gears
existed.
3 started that, right?
No, that wasn't Gears 1 because we played, I remember playing me, Uncle Jesse, Zonner. I don't know if it was you or somebody else. We were playing 4-player online co-op.
I didn't even know the 4-player existed. I always
Yeah.
thought it was just a 2.
Yeah, back in Gears 1 days, I had to help them through
Makes
the
sense.
campaign on easy.
And back in
Yeah,
the Gears
makes
4
sense.
days, you had to help them.
Yeah, back in
It didn't
Gears 4.
change. It didn't change from 1 to 4.
Zonner, you can't chainsaw the boomer. He's gonna. Okay. So it's a sad thing, but Rod Ferguson did say it will not be.
Let's be real though. I mean,
There.
at our age, I don't know that we would ever actually play a 4-person co-op.
Sea of Thieves.
No, I meant just like for the storyline.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it would be a lot to be able to get all 4 of us on at the same time to be able to play the storyline together.
That's
So
probably true.
It took me and Joseph like 2 years to do the.
yeah, I mean it'll be
Gears
easier
4
this time
campaign.
since it'll be online. But when Matt and I were playing Gears 4, I had to come down to
He
San
literally
Diego,
went down to San Diego, and we
had to do it like piece by piece and
But it
staying
didn't
up
take that
until-
long. It
no,
took us like 2
yeah.
sessions, and we were like one of them was like, "Hey, Jillian's going away for the weekend. Come down. We're gonna.
We're
play
just
Gears."
gonna
They're having
exactly.
a-
Yeah. So
a
it'll be a
date.
little bit easier, but it's 2-person still is kind of the ideal, I think, because then you guys can play in pairs. And
Rob Dog says it's better. I'm not downloading 200 gigabytes. You guys are all squares. Okay.
You do you,
Oh,
boo.
he must be on that dial-up where that
You
matters.
do, yeah, you do you, boo.
He must be.
You do you.
Are you downloading at the studio, dude? Is that why that's a big issue for you, or what's going on? Faye says 4 players suck. To be honest, LOL. My opinion. Never played.
Because-
I did play it. Yeah.
Was it? Did it suck because there were too many? Like the screen sizes were too small, or
No, but I played 4-player online when I
Yeah.
did it, so it was fine. It was fun.
oh, that sounds like a blast to me.
Yeah.
I don't understand why that would suck.
Yeah.
Just a matter of
That sounds
opinion.
great. That's 2 other buddies that I didn't get to play with, so I'm excited. But
Well, you can't be excited anymore because it's not there, Michael.
I'm still excited.
I'm
Don't
still
you tell me
excited.
how to feel.
Don't take this away from me. I do. I want. Anything else about Gears? You guys anything else you want to comment there?
It's a nice console. Nice controller.
Nice console.
I'm gonna enjoy it from afar, and not have to spend my money. It's kind of like it. It's kind of like people who don't have children. They can just get to enjoy other people's children and not have to pay for it.
I'll bring over the Xbox One X for you to use.
Yeah, I'll drool over it for a little bit, and then
No, his kids are gonna drool over it, and then
Oh, that's true.
It's
Never
not
mind.
gonna
I won't do
work.
that.
it's not gonna matter. You got 6 others. Don't even worry about it. You'll be fine.
Plus, it's like clear, and it's a white Xbox. You won't even notice it.
Yeah.
You won't even notice the stains.
Yeah, perfect.
Take-Two. You guys know what Take-Two is?
No.
Jeans does.
It's
Take-Two Interactive. They're like the parent company for like 2K, Rockstar, like the big
Gotcha.
games and everything.
Hmm.
They are saying that the next generation is going to be, their quote is, significant net positive, like way more
Money.
online based, way more like they're basically backing, quote unquote, like the claims of like Google Stadia.
Interesting.
What are you looking at, No Jeans?
I'm just reading the quote.
Can you read it out? I can't read that. Can you read it out loud? Popcorn Ate.
We are supportive of Stadia. We feel really good about that release. Hold on. Move it down. There we go.
Transition? There you go.
There we go. We are supportive of Stadia. We feel really good about that release. We've always said that we want to distinguish our distribution technology with the business model, and the business model that we are using is one that is tried and true, which is downloading and sale and stream. Wow, this is a long run-on sentence. Downloading and
Commas,
sale.
people. They're useful.
Well, there are, but it's
Oh, there are. I can't read it from here.
and streaming for sale. There's not a lot of friction to make the games available. Google has been extremely helpful. We feel very good about this opportunity. Remains to be seen how the platform works. We're awfully talented and very, very committed. So fingers crossed that it meets and exceeds consumer expectations.
Okay. That was a whole lot of, we back Google. They're so helpful. This is going to be awesome. We can't wait. We're so excited. By the way, we don't know if it's going
But
to work.
we don't know if it's gonna work. That was exactly what I got at the end. I was like, "What? What? You got so excited about it, and then you're
Everybody
like,
should get Google Stadia. By the
we
way,
don't know if it's
we don't
gonna
know if
work.
it's going to work. We hope
but
it does, though.
We're optimistic and thoughts and
We
prayers
hope
to
it
Google
works
Stadia.
as
Like,
good as they say.
what is happening?
Preferably better.
What is happening?
No comment.
Wow. That is terrible.
Well, I mean,
Maybe they're just hoping, like,
That
every,
wasn't-
like,
That sentence wasn't even needed. That's the crazy part. Like, you didn't even have to say that. You could have just left it at, like,
Yeah.
we're super excited for this opportunity. We
Yep.
can't wait. Like, we're good. Boom. Why
No.
on the...
their
we don't know
tactic
if it's
was
actually going to work.
Their
but-
tactic was
It's
keep doing a long run-on sentence. Maybe they'll get bored and stop reading at the end of this. Rob Dog says, laughing, and says, I love this because no one is giving a straight statement that it will actually work. Quotes,
Yes,
we
exactly.
feel really good. That's definitive. Remains to be seen how the platform works. Like, look, I wasn't there when they were selling like snake oil and stuff
Yes,
and
exactly.
magic water, but this is what this feels like to me. This is
60% of the time.
cure
it
all your
works
gaming needs.
every
Google
time.
Stadia. Here we go. Does it work? Probably.
Wow.
but we'll see, I guess.
I feel like I legitimately have never heard a gaming company come out and say, we don't actually know if this is going to work, but we're optimistic. Like, maybe not the best marketing strategy, guys. Just saying.
We have Google Stadia has a full support of 2K games and Rockstar. Maybe.
No, they got the support. The support's
support.
there. They just don't know if you're actually
Is it
going
like
to be
a
able to
pat
play
on
it
the
or
bat?
not.
Like,
Yeah.
good job,
Yeah,
guys.
you just don't know if you're actually going to be able to play the darn thing or
Yeah.
not. What in the world is happening? Get it together, guys.
Well, we'll have to see, I guess.
Have a talk with your PR guy. You didn't need that sentence.
Well, we have something that we know does work. In fact,
This guy.
that's not okay.
No, you
I'd
don't.
stop
You
myself.
don't have a job.
Oh yeah, you don't work. You don't even have a job. He's a stay-at-home dad for people that don't.
But he
know.
does make some pretty good.
Those of you
wood
who don't
stuff.
know. But yeah, no, that was an inside joke. And now you're all part of it now. Woohoo.
Hey, so everybody loves. Okay,
Here
there's
comes the segue.
There's a cult following for these simulator games. You've mentioned Goat Simulator.
Oh,
like
yes. Let's go.
twice. There's a new one, everyone.
Oh, yes. I can't wait. What is it?
This one. Let get
Tell
the
me
name
it's something
right.
like Squid Simulator or like
That would be better.
Starfish
actually. I would play
Simulator
Squid
or
Simulator,
something. Like,
hands
come on,
down.
baby. Come on. Give it to
Goat
me.
Simulator, I'm stuck in a pen and doing nothing. This is called To the Rescue. It's a dog shelter simulator, everyone.
Oh, yes. All the mobile games are coming out on the play or on the Xbox. Woo!
I know No Jeans didn't read this because when I said that, he went, what?
No,
I'm looking at it right
I saw the
now.
headline. I'm like, really?
This literally looks like a. Let me see. Do I have it?
What's the?
Let's see if it's on there.
You have to keep the dogs healthy
Well, I would hope so.
and upgrade your shelter and make it bigger and better so that...
Oh, so it's
They
not like
have-
a what's that cooking one? That,
No, but you're trying to keep them out and then find them homes. So, like, you're doing a whole dog shelter. What is this?
This is this game.
What do you?
It's not really, but
Okay.
it's basically
What's
the
that?
same
You
darn
would- you would
thing.
have that.
You have, yeah. Ella plays it all the time. You have
Hella
to like
plays.
Granny-
That's what I would say, too, if I had it
Granny-
on my phone.
you have to
Granny
keep the,
Gabbo.
Yeah, you have to keep the dogs healthy. You have to give them their injections and everything and stuff. You have to
Boy.
build up their place. Like, it's a mobile game for children.
Well, this is a PC game for adults, so
Is this really PC?
it's on PC.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
It's awesome.
We know what Michael will be playing when he gets home.
You darn straight.
We got 32 Labrador Retrievers.
All the different dogs have their own specific needs and all this stuff, and you keep track and keep them alive. It's like Tamagotchi on a grand scale, but then you have to find them a loving home. I don't know if that means doing interviews with loving families or home visits. I don't really know, but that's what.
Is that how shelters work?
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
You do an
Positive,
interview?
it's
To do a background
I'm sure
check?
it's like an email.
No, they.
I want
they-
this, and
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't gotten anything from a shelter in a long time, but I have to imagine they do like a general check on you to make sure you're not like running an underground dogfighting ring or something.
if that's an expansion in here, I'm playing this game actually.
All right, Michael Vick. Jesus, good lord.
I'm kidding.
Terrible.
I
Well, there goes all those dog-loving viewers. Sweet.
Oh, Robert wants me to read his comment on the outline. I remember he said something funny.
What's a
what did he
change of
say?
pace? Sorry.
Was a change of
Wow,
pace.
that was
Yeah,
uncalled
sorry,
for.
that
He's
was
not even here.
Yeah, sorry, that was a shot. Yeah, my bad. I love you, Robert.
He said, I legit was picturing two dogs held up in a fallout shelter waiting for out the apocalypse. That would have been a way better
Okay,
game.
yeah, that would have been a great game. Like that would have been awesome. Like, what is that cat one that came out where you had to go around and you have to like solve mysteries as like a gang of cats
Oh,
and
yeah, I
stuff?
heard about
Like,
that.
yeah. So, anyways, it was a game that came out a little while ago, but a lot of people actually liked it because it was, I think, it was post-apocalyptic, and you like got
got
to
it.
go around and you got to like solve mysteries as cats. Like that would have been fun.
Fallout 6, the apocalypse, but the paw is PAW.
Where's the end
I'm here
stream
for you,
button?
Robert.
Where's the end stream
I'm
button?
here for you,
Oh,
Robert.
That's terrible.
You
That's
know, so
terrible.
you could play this game, or you could just go save dogs from a shelter in real life. I mean,
No.
like the goat simulator is like, okay, I've never been a goat.
We'll just do that.
Farming simulator, okay. Why did you cover me? You're such a jerk. The farming simulator.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah, he's
I've
done.
never farmed before. This could be kind of cool. I don't know. The surgeon simulator. I would like to perform surgery, but nobody's
Sure.
going to
Have
give
you
me a
played that game?
scalpel to do
Yeah,
that.
sure, but like
So
it's
let's
fun, you
try
know. Like,
this.
Well,
you
surgeon
could just go save a freaking dog.
oh my gosh, it's literally the mobile version. That's terrible. How much is this gonna cost?
Oh, probably $60. Who knows?
Oh, it's disgusting.
I'm kidding. I don't know. Let's see.
If it's anything over $10,
Let's see.
it's gonna have DLC too, isn't it?
Oh, probably. There's
Different
gonna
breeds
be-
of dogs
They'll,
that are.
they'll
gonna-
add the cats next, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
like, iguana
exactly. Yeah.
pack.
You get the exotic pack. Yeah, the rainforest pack. Get some cockatoos in there and stuff. Telling you, man, it's a thing. We can make it work.
You get some weasels.
Yeah, heck yeah, man. I'm down.
Mom, leave me alone. I'm trying to get this cockatoo to a loving family.
Mom!
Pause the game. You can't pause love.
He's gonna die! Oh, man.
I can't. I mean, this is.
And you're the one that put
Yuckity
this on
yuck.
here.
I know I did because it was so ridiculous. I'm like,
That
this is gonna be
is
funny.
amazing.
Rob Dog wants a legal animal trader simulator. That's the DLC. It'll be fine.
That's exactly. That's the After Dark version.
You're
Yes.
smuggling like anacondas.
Well, that's a different game.
Innuendos, everyone. Innuendos. Hey, KOTOR 2 is coming to your mobile device.
Speaking of mobile games,
Yeah. Provided you download it on your PC, replace the files of KOTOR 1 in the download to make KOTOR 1 the KOTOR 2 port, and then transfer it over to your phone.
happening with the video game industry.
Everybody can play KOTOR 2 on your phone. It's let's see. It's partially fully playable mobile version is what they're saying.
So the Google Stadia version might work.
I'm going to
might
read you
not.
the stages. Good, interesting.
At least it'd be a better game
Let's
to
see.
play than some of these crap games that come out on the phone.
Yeah,
these
it's a
days.
mod. It's just a mod.
Oh, okay.
You have to convert all the PC files from KOTOR KOTOR 2 to work on KOTOR 1, and it's adapting, and then it's
A lot of work for
It
nothing.
seems
A lot
really
of work.
convoluted. Yeah.
or everybody just go play KOTOR
Just
2.
play it on the darn computer. Good lord.
But, you know, that's news. So, go play KOTOR 2.
Breaking news.
E3 is in trouble, everyone. Not only does the convention kind of suck now, but
It's like half of what it used to be.
yeah. Apparently, they had a list,
Yes.
a docs.
Not a docs. Do you want what doxing is?
No, go for it.
No. That's not what it means.
Go for it.
It's basically when you get the information from somebody, then like deal
Okay.
like bug them a lot, and like so if you have the address of their of this person, like you go and mess with them and do whatever. But the records of like 2,000 journalists were
2,000 journalists were stolen. All their data, their phone numbers, their information, everything, because E3 is like, just put it on a spreadsheet.
Oh no.
And accidentally that spreadsheet was
Oh no.
leaked to their website. So like when somebody clicked it, it showed up for a little bit, and they like removed it, but it was before people could download it.
Oh man. Oh, that's no bueno.
So now journalists, these lovely people, are getting death threats from people that have this.
Yeah. That's why those rules exist, so that
and not only that, they can use that information and make their own badges with that person's
Right.
information. And then
There's
it's kinda like what happened to
so many ramifications for it.
like you heard that Game Over Greggy was banned from E3 this year.
Was he?
Yeah, because somebody had his
Oh yeah.
his ID, but
And did something under his
They
alias,
went in as
basically,
him,
and then did something, and
he came in to be it, and like it wasn't.
and they thought he was not the real one.
Yeah,
like,
well,
or-
they thought he gave
Yeah.
his pass to somebody that's not
right.
allowed to do it.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
But then he's like, but I was literally there to the very end, doing
Yeah.
a show at the very end of the event.
Like, go check your tape. I'm right there.
Yeah.
yeah.
They're like, oh, But if that can happen to him,
Yeah.
and they have all the 2,000
Right? Like,
people's names, they can just go in as them.
totally unrelated. Where is this document at? Am I?
So there's a cute journalist I want to hit up.
Oh,
Brandon26 says, sick frickin' mohawk.
yeah.
Welcome, Brandon.
What's up, Brandon? I missed you, boo.
You should totally spike it one of these times.
I miss you. Oh God.
Please
you
don't.
know what? I might do that just for a
Please don't.
podcast. That would be fun. I'll hang upside down off the bed and everything. Get some of that wax.
Hey, another
Woo.
big convention, PAX, canceled Colin Moriarty's show. If you don't know who Colin Moriarty is, he's one of the original co-founders of Kinda Funny. He split off from them, 2 years ago?
2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah.
2 or 3.
Yeah. About 2 or 3.
So stupid.
Look, you look like you were looking for an answer.
No,
so
I'm looking at
okay, I
him.
was like,
Yeah, yeah.
there's a long pause. I'm just gonna answer it.
He's a little more, we'll say, controversial. He's very opinionated, and he's
More
people don't
conservative.
like him because he's a little more conservative, and he just sticks to his, but he's not Republican, he's not Democrat, but he is
Like, when
more
it comes
on
to,
the
like,
conservative side.
social matters, he doesn't really care.
He's a
You
little
know,
more like a normal person, somewhere down the middle.
yeah.
But apparently he had a whole panel. He's got a show called Sacred Symbols, and people had already signed up for it, and he had his flight planned and his hotel planned, and a bunch of people bought tickets. That's like the only reason they were going there. And then PAX sent him an email saying, how early was this beforehand?
Well, this just happened.
Like, this happened this week.
Yeah.
And they said, hey, sorry, we have to cancel your panel. He's like,
And they didn't even give him a reason why.
That was gonna be my question.
Yeah.
Did they give a reason? Like, there's
No.
just.
he was like, so he responded
Good
on
Lord.
Twitter. He was like, hey, guys.
Well, first he sent a message, and he
Yeah.
basically copied that message and put it on Twitter as well.
Sure. So
He's like,
transparency.
Can I
yeah.
get a reason as to why I was
Yeah.
canceled? Cricket. Cricket. And of
Just-
course, people are taking sides. You're too controversial.
Yeah.
He's like, PAX is dumb.
Yeah,
blah,
right.
blah.
Yeah. And people are always gonna do that. Yeah.
But they responded.
What did they say?
And you want to know why he's considered controversial? Why? Because he
Yeah,
he was
actually, I
part-
do.
He
Why?
was part of Kinda Funny starter, and it was 2 years ago, I believe, when they had the National Women's Day.
He made a comment that got. He was that
You
guy.
told me about
Yeah.
this, right?
And-
we don't need to make the comment, but
Yeah.
I remember the comment,
made-
right?
yeah.
It
So-
was
Something about like finally silence or something
yeah.
like that. Yeah, some garbage.
And he
yeah.
meant it as a joke.
Right.
And it blew up.
Right.
Whatever. That's the past.
That's right. You were
But
telling
his
me
show's
about
been
this. I
going on
remember that.
forever.
Yeah.
It's not like they don't know who he is. They scheduled his panel.
right.
yeah.
He was there. He was going to be doing it. It's not like
Yeah.
you don't know his show.
Right. Right.
You allowed a show on
You
there.
know what you were getting into.
You
like-
gave him the biggest theater at the venue. You knew
You knew what you were getting into.
what he was. Like,
Yeah.
So they finally responded days later. Hey, Colin. Apologies on the 24-hour delay on response. 24 hours. We made the difficult decision to pull Sacred Symbols panel from the PAX West 2019. We pride ourselves in historically not shuffling or canceling panels last minute, but unfortunately we had to make this call after you had already verified. To that point, we would be happy to discuss reimbursing you and Chris, his co-host, for your flights for the inconvenience. If you send over your pertinent reservation invoices, we will have them processed for you. Likewise, if you are canceling your flight, then we will remove the complimentary badges from the registration system, because they had originally said they were going to give him complimentary badges anyways to attend the event. How nice of them.
How nice of them.
And that's
Yeah,
end
sweet,
transmission. So
No, there's still no reason there. There's still nothing. Like, they just. Wow.
by the way, we support Google Stadia. We don't know if it works.
Oh my gosh. Nothing.
Then he's like, well, what about all the people that were coming to see me? And they're like,
No refunds.
no, we're not going to refund their tickets.
Wow. That's ballsy. Wow. Didn't give you a reason, blew some smoke up your butt, and then just said screw all your supporters.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean,
And I guarantee if you look at his stuff on YouTube, you will like watching like, oh, this is fine. This
Yeah,
is,
sure. Yeah.
It's whatever.
there are extremes on all sides. Like you're going to get your crazy people out there or do, crazy streams and stuff like that and say asinine things. And then you're going to get your normal people and then you're going to get your people in between. Like, are we really going to try and pretend like this guy is like outside of those norms? Like,
No, they just,
Like, he's not like Joe Rogan-ish. He's like way milder. He's
I don't know. Maybe I have a different standpoint, and I don't really care if you choose to view that person. You know what you're like when we listen to Bill Burr. Like we know what we're getting into when we're listening to that person.
Yeah.
If you don't like that kind of commentary, then don't go listen to it. Like,
I don't know. You knew what you're getting into. and
Yeah,
all
that- wow.
Brandon26 did say, "Love you, boo boo. I'm looking forward to my crockpot dinner."
got you.
And A. Rodriguez
looking forward to it too, man.
says, "Hey fellas, hey buddy."
What's up, bro?
So yeah,
Got that turkey bowl coming up.
apparently- Here's what I wish I could do. I wish I could send emails like that.
Just
Like the way Take-Two and PAX can just like really not answer a dang question, but like sound definitive, like you did something.
not
you
even
said
like
something.
in the ballpark of answering the question. Like they just didn't even like address it.
Hey, did this get done? Glad to hear from you,
So at the
Mr.
staff
Boss.
meeting
I had a
today-
great dinner last night.
Yeah, right. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. That's exactly.
Thank you for reaching out. What
Oh man, that's terrible. That's terrible.
That's terrible.
I really do think we should start responding to emails that way now.
Just not even remotely. Call of Duty
Imagine if we did
Modern
that with our
Warfare.
tournaments. It's like, oh, you got first place. Oh, that's nice.
What you having for breakfast tomorrow?
Yeah. Don't worry about your money. Coming to you. Just,
Whereas we pride ourselves on usually giving people the money that they earn when they win our tournaments, we apologize for canceling this transaction.
We'd be happy
But
to
we will-
reimburse you for your snacks that you bought on the way here from the 7-Eleven.
You will be reimbursed your team fee. I'm sorry. What?
All right.
Brandon says you didn't read that right. I couldn't read that right. He made an error. It didn't say crock pot.
yeah.
Let your mind go.
All right. I am super looking forward to that. That's where it's at, baby. Slow cooked.
A. Rodriguez says, yes, can't wait to see you guys there, Matt. We can use a ref if you can't play. Is he talking about the
He's talking about Turkey Bowl, yeah.
turkey ball?
Yeah.
I love how it's like, I can't wait to see you like 10 months from now. Like, you can come see us now, Andrew.
It's like Turkey Bowl's only like 3 months.
was exaggerating.
4
Calm
months,
down.
Yeah, like
Whose
6
side are you
months,
on?
6 months. He also took a shot at your back, too.
I noticed that. Not the first time.
Hi-yo.
Hey-o. Modern Warfare, Call of Duty, the new one coming out, relaunching the Modern Warfare series.
So I pre-ordered it, by the way.
See, I knew you were going to do that. You're like, I'm not getting it.
So
'cause
quick
Gears
question.
5 is gonna be at
I
that
went
time."
online and I saw it said pre-purchase. Is there no longer like a...
If
or-
you buy
If
the
you-
digital copy online, it's always going to be the pre-order is you pay the whole thing.
You pay the whole thing. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. All right. So they're no longer doing that like weird
So
like
I'm getting on the PS4.
$5
just so you guys know.
reservation thing
Okay.
they used to do or whatever. So gotcha.
I should pre-purchase that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. You said you're doing it on the PlayStation?
Yeah.
All
See,
right. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go.
they got
order it as
their
well.
rating M for mature. Do you know that until I read this article, I never realized that those games were rated mature? Which you
Really?
should have. I should
Wait.
have. I played them this whole time, and I'm like, I just didn't even. It didn't even.
What
like,
part of you
think-
lended itself
I
that
was
maybe
like,
it's
it's
like
teen.
PG-13, like or teen or
Because I
whatever?
played
Yeah,
it as a teen. That's why.
Oh, gotcha.
I
Okay.
mean, no, you didn't.
No, we didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. That's a good cover up there. That was well done. Yeah.
This is not awkward at all. Hey, so they got an M rating, and which you would expect. Most people.
Most
expect,
people
besides me,
would expect.
that it is actually rated M. The controversy here.
Which we'll get into a bit later.
No, we're not even talking that portion of it.
Oh, okay.
The controversy here is that there's all these people coming out going that it was somehow leaked that this was going to be an AO rating, which is adult only,
Oh, okay.
and
Which
that
there haven't been really any games.
there hasn't been a Call of Duty or really any games that are like
Yeah.
Walk me through what is the mature? The mature is 17 and up, right? Isn't it or
Yeah.
something like
usually
that?
yes, and it's usually for intense
So-
blood, gore.
What's the difference between that and AO rating? 'Cause,
AO is
you
when
know,
you're getting into like after dark stuff, like you're like
Really, every GTA should be AO.
I was, I was like, so.
No. Yeah.
My question is, if
Like,
mature
it'd be
is 17 and up, you are 1 year away from an adult.
You know how there's like rated R and then like NC-17. Are those two different things? Like,
I don't know.
Are they really?
bad analogy.
I guess maybe I just don't understand.
You know
the
how there's like rated
nuances.
R and then rated X.
Sure, yeah, no, I get it. I don't understand. I never understood the need for the different ratings, but whatever. So good.
You know, you don't let your kids play these games. We've already talked about this.
Sure.
But somebody like, it's a thing online right now where all these people are coming out and blowing up Twitter. Like, I'll read this.
Like mad that it didn't get an AO rating when
No.
they said it might or something.
They're saying that like they know firsthand that there was things in here that would have made this an AO rating, and Call of Duty had to cut things out, had to sacrifice their story to bring it down to mature just so they can get it out and all this stuff. So this guy, the Gaming Revolution, whoever he is, they had to sacrifice a lot to get it rated.
How does he know what was in there?
Yeah, I'm like, what, like,
Because the leaks, man, the leaks are always right. Daniel Williams says, has the campaign been toned down any in terms of violence or controversial movements in order for the game to get rated M instead of AO? Taylor Kurosaki, who's the like lead campaign director, like he's like, nope.
no, like you don't need to cut parts of the storyline out of it to make it mature.
Some
like,
other guy, according to many leakers, you must have cut the brutality of the campaign because of the ratings. Is that right? Taylor Kurosaki. Nope. Not right.
That's awesome.
I don't know where it's coming from, but
So it's not
apparently,
really a leak. It's more of a rumor that it was.
yeah, it's more of a rumor. Like, where did because a leak means
At least you have
found
something.
a picture,
Yeah.
a document, something.
What I think cracks me up the most is that
They wanted to be. An
yeah,
AO so
they're getting
bad.
upset. They're getting upset that they're like getting mad that they like made the rating M when you didn't even know it was supposed to be AO in the first place, and now they're jumping to these massive conclusions that somehow the game story mode is gonna suck because it's now only M. Like,
Yeah, and I don't even know if it's that. They're saying it was gonna be the most brutal, blah 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 blah. Like, what could you do in Call of Duty that like you'd have to go really far to
No
make
Russian.
it an AO
what
rating?
would you
like,
right? That's
look
what
at
like
Gears, look at GTA. Like those don't get AO ratings.
like to me AO would be like extreme use of like sex and drugs and stuff like that. Like that would
It
pop
would
it up
have
into
to be,
like
yeah.
that would pop it up into an AO for me because
the only thing that did you ever play No Russian, that level?
The airport level
Yeah, I think that would be the only thing that could
that could maybe push it over, but even then, it still goes
I'm
under
really drawing a
intense
blank on it. I
violence.
don't.
It's where you're going through and you're
An undercover agent, like special op guy working for this terrorist organization, and to prove that you are part of them, you have to gun down this airport, like walk through and gun it down.
Okay. So yeah, so
Civilian.
sure, like
So that maybe could be AO, but it's definitely still more.
That's more of an intellectual
mature,
AO.
Yeah, it's
But
more
I
of
was
an-
also
yeah.
gonna say like a lot of like the Call of Duties have never gone that direction, anyways. Like they're not addressing things like that and stuff. So
Yeah, mostly it's just like, oh, there's terrorists. Go kill
right,
them.
it's like straight up military stuff, you
Yeah.
know. Like so, that would be pretty extreme to have to get it to go to an AO. That's nuts. And they like
Maybe that's what was cut. A. Rodriguez wanted to know if they were beheading people and raping POWs. Maybe like
sure, like
that
that's
would
what I'm saying.
easily
Like
be
that's
something you have to
some
put,
pretty,
like-
but that has nothing to do
know
with
that-
brutality. Like they're getting upset saying things like, "Oh, maybe like your head's not exploding as much when they get shot," or like there's not as much stabbing in there and stuff. Like look at Gears. Gears
Yeah,
has got
Gears
Gears is way more gory than that is. Like
But
you
it's
have
more
entire
fanciful
bodies
gory.
exploding. Right. Well, I mean. How realistic can you get in a Call of Duty game? Like, and there's
I would say the most
Try
gory
me.
probably like Sniper Elite would be like
Right,
That
yeah.
would be
yeah,
really gory.
but I mean, even
Realistic.
then, like it's still computer generated stuff, you
Yeah.
know. So
VR sales are declining, which nobody would have guessed.
But not by a lot.
Not by a lot. I think isn't it like
It's 0.1 million.
0.1 million? It
Fewer
went
units.
from 1.8. It went from 1.9 billion to 1.8 billion industry in 2017 to 2018. Hard life for the VR
yeah, man,
sales
I
people.
don't know if they're gonna be able to hold up on that.
PlayStation's still ahead. Their sales are actually still going strong because PS5 has already confirmed it will be backwards compatible with the VR headset. Not only that, you know that you've got the other VR coming out too.
Yeah.
Speaking of VR,
Plus PlayStation. Yeah.
no, okay.
Plus PlayStation's always trying to push like new games and cooler things.
Yeah.
No Man's Sky VR. I still
Yeah.
gotta try that.
Yeah,
Throw up in my space helmet.
you're gonna actually be wearing a
Yeah.
helmet, aren't you? Yeah. We gotta go down to 2-Bit Circus at some point and go hit up their VR section. I don't know if you guys have ever been before, but we went
2-Bit Circus.
2-Bit Circus. It's a place down in the Arts District in LA, and it's like this entire. Basically, somebody converted like a warehouse into an entire gaming area. So they have like one section that's dedicated to like old arcade games, and they got one section that's dedicated to like carnival type arcade games, and then they have an entire section, like an entire area that's dedicated to VR, and they have different booths that you can go into for different VR games and stuff, and they've got selections you can choose from. They've got like a 4-person shooter VR game where you're attached to like the rail up top and everything, and you like the 4 of you are in like 4 little chambers, and you're all playing in the same game together,
Like
and you have to
hyper-reality?
fight. Yeah, huh?
Like, are you moving? and
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah. Like you
Okay.
can move around, and you can like move your character and everything and stuff like that, just like a
Oh, they
normal
have
VR.
those omnidirectional treadmills.
No, I didn't see any of those, but I know what you're talking about. Yes, and then you can play in the same campaign and gun down aliens together and stuff. They have VR ping pong where you can actually where you can go in and you're the paddle and stuff. Like Jill and I played that one, and then they have like tank simulators, and they have one of the pterodactyl ones where you can actually you can sit on like the flying machine that like rotates up and down and stuff like that. And they've got the wind blowing in your face, so you can pretend like you're a pterodactyl flying around. It's like their whole section for it. And then they've got the VR mazes and everything and stuff. We should go down there at some point. It's super fun. Anyways,
How expensive is that?
not bad actually. Like we played the ping pong. We did the VR. Each of them are like, $10 a pop or so.
Oh, so it's not like a blanket thing.
There's no just cover charge. You have to go pay
Well,
for
so-
each individual one.
Right. So what you do is you go in and you choose where you want to go play basically, and then you go to the front counter of the VR section. Then you say I want to play this game, and then they charge you so much for like a 45-minute session. It's like $10.
Okay,
for,
so it's
like-
not like Disneyland ride where it's like 5 minutes and you're done.
It's like a fair.
No,
right?
yeah,
It's like
yeah,
you're
right,
paying for
exactly,
each-
yeah. So you pay to wherever it is that you want to go play, and you play that session, and then you go, and they give you predetermined time slots for you to come in. It's like a fast pass, predetermined time slot to come play. So you could go play the other games while you're waiting, and then it's like, oh, it's 8:45, it's time for my session. You go in there, and they put you in a cubicle, and you get to play for a while by yourself or with your buddies or whatever. And you can also rent out. They have like, what are they like not VIP lounges, but like individual like rooms basically that you can
like a
rent
banquet
out.
hall or...
Yeah, kind of. It's about the size of this, and it's got a rail across the top for your thing, and a big old humongous screen up there, and the VR set's already there preloaded with all of their games there, and you rent it by the hour basically, and they have a bar there, you can get drinks, you can get food and everything and stuff, and you hang out and you
I
just
think
play.
that's one thing I would not want to try to do. Drink and then
play
VR.
Oh, it's super fun. And then they have they do the VR maze, like they have the Centaur VR maze where you're actually going through like one of the, like an actual maze and stuff like that. And they've got things that are popping out in gusts of air and stuff like that. And, and skeletons that are shooting you, and you have to try and shoot them as well and stuff. And it's super fun. It's a
We
good-
still need to do the bridge crew. Finish it.
Oh,
Because they have the next generation now.
I want to play that game so bad.
You can beat Data.
I don't even care who I
He's
play,
not
man.
worthy of
I'll
being dated.
freaking play one of the red shirts. I don't care.
He's a red shirt for sure. Epic Store is under fire.
Oh no! We just got done singing their praises the last 2 weeks.
People are apparently mad.
Why?
Because you have to be mad at something that's doing well.
Yeah, fair.
Let's see. Hold on.
That's the thing to do. Somebody's succeeding. You have to find some
Oh, of course.
dirt.
Yeah. It's, as soon as you start doing well, you gotta rip it. That's how it works. So, hate is
It's
gonna hate.
basically people are still getting mad over games. The newest one is the Ooblets game or whatever. People are getting mad that
Nobody's heard of.
yeah, that these games keep coming up, being multi-platform, multi-store. I guess we can say multi-store. On PC, so you're only gonna be on Steam, and blah 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 blah. Name the client, and then Epic's jumping in and going, "Hey, you want more money? Shrink," and then bringing them over their store, and people are getting mad.
So they're getting mad that they're doing well.
I don't know exactly what they're.
I love haters.
I don't know exactly. Do you know exactly what they're battling against though? Is like is there a specific article? No, Jesus, you put this on here. But here's their statement. We at Epic Games have often shared our views about the game business and companies in it, and we support the entire game community's right to speak freely and critically about these topics, including the topic of Epic, our products, and our store. When everyone shares their earnest views, the best ideas ultimately prevail. The announcement of Ooblets highlighted and disturbing trend, which is growing and undermining healthy public discourse. And that's the coordinated and deliberate creation and promotion of false information, including fake screenshots, videos, and technical analysis, accompanied by harassment of partners, promotion and hateful themes, and intimidation of those who oppose views. Epic is working together with many game developers and other partners to build what we believe to be a healthier, more competitive multi-store world for the future. We remain fully committed, and we will steadfastly support our partners throughout these challenges. Many thanks to all of you that continue to promote and advocate for a healthy, truthful discussion about the games business and stand up to all manners of abuse. I don't know what the abuse is.
Are they saying Epic's being a bully, or are they saying somebody else is bullying other people?
Essentially, I think it's because if you look at the, like right here, can you read this?
No.
Go ahead. You read it.
Not even close, man.
So they're getting some tweets sent to them like, if you care about competition in a multi-store world, then stop buying games and making them Epic Store exclusives after they said they'd be on Steam. Doing this only proves you don't care about competition and just want to be a strong arm.
No, you want to start off strong.
Yeah.
Well, not to mention, if Steam is the only one allowed to carry the product, what makes them any different from Epic?
No, they're saying they want it to be multi.
Oh, they're getting mad because they're making it exclusives.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah.
Rob Dog says, "Who would have thought Epic Store wasn't just in it for the players?
Like if you
Where's Paragon?"
if you took this mentality and put it on the console world, you'd be laughed at.
Right. Exactly.
Like how come God of War's only on PS4? Because
yeah, if you really cared about competition, you wouldn't be making it an exclusive.
Consoles by studios, all game
not to
game
mention,
publishers buy studios
why is
all the
Halo
time.
only on Xbox?
with Epic being new to the market, if they're going to have any semblance of competition with Steam, they're going to have to get themselves some exclusives. They're going to have to give you a reason to continue to be there. That's what generates that competition.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, it's not, again, and well, what it almost sounds like, I guess I could understand it if Epic was bullying people into being exclusive on
putting
their
a
end.
gun to their hand.
Right, or
You
even
better-
being like, hey, if you don't take this money, we're going to blackmail you into doing Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I could understand if they were doing things like that, but if they're not, if they're simply providing a better alternative for said gaming company, like giving them more money for a product, welcome to capitalism. Like,
Yeah.
that's
I guess
how
the
it
whole
works.
thing-
Like,
The whole thing is all these gamers are harassing the developer Ooblets
Yeah.
because they're like, well, we can't really fight Epic, so we're gonna go over here and little guy and freaking send them threats and this and that.
how
and
dare you
about
go
you
with a higher
just-
bidder? Yeah, how dare you make money?
These are people that played freaking Minecraft when they were like 4 on the peaceful mode because they needed everything handed to them.
Yeah, exactly.
And they don't know how to cope with life.
If they had done it when they
needed-
were 6, then they would have been fine, But
needed-
4 years
no,
old
like
is just
anybody
too early
that
for
played
that.
the peaceful mode when you were a kid, you just, you grow up and you're like, why can't I have everything here?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want to have to go over there to get stuff. So, it's
the same people that
it's the same people.
that play with bumpers on when they're bowling.
Yeah. It's the same.
Freaking losers.
PUBG, Apex, trying to make a push again.
Both great games.
Apex.
Apex Legends.
Legends.
You don't remember Apex?
You put it on here, bro.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was Anthem. Ah,
Oh,
like,
okay. Okay, gotcha. now.
Anthem.
All right.
Anthem of PUBG, trying to make a push.
I was like, Apex is a great game, man.
apparently they're both improving.
Good.
Which is something you would not have thought of happening.
Well, I mean, I was always hopeful that Anthem was going to improve. Like, and let's be real, like, in my opinion at least, the two things that Anthem was severely lacking, and I was a big supporter of Anthem in the beginning, was the shallow end-game content and the bugginess of it. Like, it was just an awful game for the servers. So if you kind of fix those, then you might have a viable product.
PUBG seems like the kind of game that's gonna always have like a cult following.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And it's
What are they changing?
Steadily getting more users. It's just winning back players. Because they're getting rid of the bugs. They're listening to players. There was the Apparently, people hated the Miramar map, which I actually liked.
The Miramar
desert
was
one?
the desert one,
hated
right?
that
Yeah.
one too.
Yeah, I like that one. I thought that was kind
People
of
were
fun.
literally like deleting files in the game so that game wouldn't be on there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like
So what happens if
Wasn't
they
even their
join the map?
selection. Yeah. Yeah, like what? Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
well-
like, well, it might even not even put it into your search. It might even
Query.
populate it into your. Yeah, it might even not be an option for your servers to search for.
That'd be fun if you jumped into the map, you just fall. You can't catch me.
Yeah, that map was fun. I don't know, all right, whatever. but-
I enjoyed it very
They're
much.
basically doing a giant overhaul of their original map, and they're adding things like vaulting and ledge grabbing for mechanics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, there is kind of a mild version of vaulting in there, but it's kind of whack.
yeah.
So
So
yeah.
they're, I mean,
Okay. Cool.
This is it before, and then this is it after.
so they're they're just doing a whole
Graphical overhauls and stuff.
Nice. All right. I dig it.
increasing the game's frame rate dips, like the stability on those. They're doing that. I don't know what Anthem could possibly do to make everybody want to play that game again.
I mean, I
Um,
know. Like I said, it's not hard. Like I
They
know
have,
they.
it's basically DLC.
Yeah, I know. What they
Yeah,
have to
that's
do.
the
They're-
Cataclysm.
Yeah, they're gonna have to put new DLC in it.
News.
They're gonna have to open the
Yeah.
world up more. They're gonna have to give us an actual end game raid.
The issue
like-
with Anthem was that was not a game. Like PUBG is a game that was always like word of mouth.
Sure.
Yeah.
Always was.
Yeah.
So if it starts doing better, there's going to be word of mouth where people go, "Hey, jump back on PUBG." Okay,
Right.
yeah, I'll jump back on PUBG. Yeah, I'll play for a little. Oh, this is fun. This is so much better. And then a couple months later, you're not playing again. Then a year later, hey, jump back on PUBG. Okay, it's
Yeah.
going to be that way. It
Yeah.
just that's how those free. That one's not free, but that's how those games are.
Yeah.
Anthem screwed up from the beginning. That was
Yes.
a game that had tons of hype, that had tons
Yes.
of advertising, had tons of this is the best thing ever. Your Iron Man mixed with Destiny.
Right.
This is gonna be dethrone the Destiny, all the other games. This is it. This is
Yeah.
the end all be all. And it came and everybody played the beta. We all played the beta.
Yeah.
Played the alpha. That was fun.
Yeah, it was a
and
blast,
like it
yeah.
got us in, and this is why you don't trust the trailers all the time
Yep.
because that was like an hour worth of gameplay. And when we get into the game, it had no legs. That thing went from everybody playing it one day to less than 2 weeks later, like nobody playing it.
Well,
Yeah.
the problem
Yeah.
too with the beta was that they gave you like a later on mission.
Yeah, they give you like the middle story
So
mission.
you're like, it's kind of cool. But then when
Yeah.
you start playing it, like the
Okay.
early on stuff, you're like dumb.
Yeah, and
then you had to
even-
do the whole was it the tombs?
Yeah, yeah.
That kind of killed it for a lot of people because you're grinding forever for nothing.
Right. You had to grind specifically to get the progression of the story, which was annoying.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. Rob Dog says it's a 2 or 3 hour long DLC, and it's like a limited like time event too. Like it's
Yeah, like it's just you gotta do some massive overhauls. Like you need to.
I want to play that game because I did enjoy
Yeah.
flying around
there's
and doing
just
all this stuff.
nothing like
You have to, like I said, you have to give yourself an end game raid. You have to fix your loot table. There's a lot of crap to fix.
as many issues as like Destiny had. Maybe like it still had legs that first
did.
year. Everybody
Yeah.
was still playing it. Like
Yeah.
there was still enough in there. You had the multiplayer. You had things that made it
Right.
fun. There was enough there for you to keep playing for a while.
Yeah, if-
Well, that's the other
This
thing. Like,
had-
why
yeah.
doesn't
If,
Anthem
if,
have
if Anthem had multiplayer,
that would be awesome. Like
that would have.
that would have been legit.
Yeah.
Like, how do you
You
not
would've
have
had-
that? Like,
yeah.
that would have been sick. Yeah, anyways.
But I think it's like too little, too late.
Well, we'll see what happens.
I don't know how they're.
yeah, I'm not beyond giving them another shot if they fixed a lot of their things. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, like I said, if they had given me an in-game content, some in-game raids, and they had fixed their loading times and their bugs, like I might have actually stuck with it for a
Because
little
as a
while,
concept,
but-
the game's
right? The
amazing.
premise of the game is amazing. Like, I love that concept. I think it's a fantastic game, but the actual execution of it sucked big monkey stuff. All right, so
monkey
Big
brains.
monkey stuff.
yeah,
Monkey
big,
brains.
big monkey stuff. Yeah. So, yeah, like if you like with Destiny, that was the thing is Destiny actually had a destination that they were going to in the first one. Like they knew that there was going to be a raid. They knew that there was going to be end game content. They knew that there was constantly going to be growing. With this one, it was like just get it out and release it and get the storyline done, and then you guys can go to X level, and then we'll figure something out in 6 months. Like you can't do that with the game. Like.
It's not good.
Yeah,
Like
you
it's
hoped
just-
that-
it was fun. The mechanics were great.
Right.
like the flying and the different characters, but like
You somehow hoped that the concept was going to be strong enough that it was going to hook people for another year for you to be able to
with
come out
nothing,
with
like no
stuff.
content,
Right?
but,
Like you banked way too hard on that
Yeah.
concept. Yeah.
So to me, it's reminiscent of Titanfall.
Sure.
Titanfall had really
Titanfall
good.
lasts a bit longer though.
Because Titanfall
But
had
they actually had a
Titanfall had a
sequel.
PvP.
Oh
like,
no, but
yeah.
that's what I'm gonna get to. Is like Titanfall had really cool mechanics, and we played it. And I went to your house and we played it. Got it day one, and it was cool for a little bit, and we were actually over it
Yeah.
within a couple hours and went to play something else. Like we're like, all right, I'm done. And then we played it the next day. We're like, yeah, it's fun. And then we played it at home. We played it for like a couple weeks, but it wasn't like
Yeah.
it was the same thing over and over. And we got bored of it. And it took a Titanfall 2 for them to try to get back users
Right.
and get people interested again. But even then, that didn't make it this big, rock star in the multiplayer gaming verse. And Anthem's going to have to do an Anthem 2 to try to do that, but it's going to do the same thing in my opinion. It's not going to
Yeah.
be you crapped the bed first. Like
Yes.
you
Yes.
came out
Yes.
way too hard in the paint with your advertising
Yep.
and
Yeah.
did not temper people's expectations.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless you do a complete overhaul on Anthem 2 and listen to the community, give people what they want. That's my biggest problem with Anthem is like people are shouting for these things and they're just like
And if there's one thing Destiny does, Bungie does, is they are
listen to
constantly listening to the community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Rob Dog is saying they need skill trees in Anthem. It needs content and customization.
Yeah.
You need way
Yeah.
more than like you had a concept and you were like, wouldn't it be cool if we could fly? Wouldn't it be cool if we could do this? Yeah, okay, put it in a game. Sweet,
we'll-
is the game
we'll
done?
make-
Seems like it.
Yeah, we'll make classes and we'll give you levels, but we're not really going to go anything beyond that. It's like you half-assed it. You only
Yeah.
put a little bit into it, and you didn't actually finish the concepts. Like
Yeah.
Robert said, like put some skill trees into it. Let me customize my stuff even further.
Yeah.
Give me a reason to keep playing.
Yeah.
I got 3 dungeons to play in right now, and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
and I can't customize my guys. I can't make them do different things. Like. Yeah,
Or
it just,
go the other way and give you tons of stuff to do, but nobody plays, and I'm talking about No Man's Sky. So
no transition central.
no, that was just a shot
From
That was a shot to
downtown.
that side of the table. They gave you everything.
He's
They gave
heating
you
up.
Tons of expansive universe, and nobody played that one either.
No,
But that was such a
they just came out with a new
was such a fun
update.
game.
And people are
Yeah.
still playing it.
yeah, no, of course they are. It's a it's a cult thing. Like people are going to continue to play it. It was a fun game. It was
Yeah.
great. It just
You guys have your sticks?
and then it was just that like you see that video with No Man's Sky when it came out where it was like what No Man's Sky is going to look like and it does the Jurassic Park
Yeah.
overlay and then the actual one comes out and it's like and it's like it's like somebody with like a really bad trumpet trying to play it like a third grader like so
Have you seen the video? It's like what I think of when somebody says they're gonna get this done for less, and like like a trade, like
oh
ASAP,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And it's
the tattoo ones where
No, it's like it's Metallica and her Sandman, and then you see the band, and then there's this guy like rocking there, and then all of a sudden he pans over and he starts playing the freaking like horns, like on the bike horns. It's like "Pwah, pwah, 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 pwah."
yeah, yes, exactly. Those are the best.
Anyways, I asked this, but I don't think you heard it. Do you guys have your sticks?
Like pitchforks.
Like
Whatever you really want, actually, just something like a bludgeoning
Sticks?
tool.
oh
Like, do you get like a club?
I got a rudimentary lathe.
Rudimentary lathe, that'll work. Whatever you need.
like a woodworking lathe or like a
Anyways, we can't help you.
Yeah.
Just get your sticks ready because we're about to beat a horse.
yeah.
We're talking about the nitty gritty, everyone. This
Ooh.
is where we talk about one topic way too long at
Stretch it out.
nauseum, and sometimes beat the horse well beyond a pulp. It was already dead. It didn't need this, but
Got my lumbar support in place.
we've talked about this so many freaking times.
I know. But
We're
it keeps
already
like-
we had already beaten this dead horse.
Yeah.
And then we buried it, gave it a nice grave, and then we had to for this podcast.
Oh no, it's not enough, man. I gotta get it back out again.
Unearth this massive pulp of a dead horse, bring it out so we could beat it. You guys ever seen Office Space?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, or they're beating the printer.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
Politicians are at it yet again. Let me tell you, everyone, the reason that there is violence and anger in this world, the reason that anybody would take another person's life
People are
is because
stupid.
of... No, it's not because people are stupid.
Dang it! I feel like I could get behind that
It's
one.
not
Like,
because they have access to things. It's not because they're mentally ill. It's not because of anything like that.
those all seem like logical reasons.
Wrong, Michael. You don't know what you're talking about. It's video games.
Oh, that's the main one I forgot.
Yeah,
All
you
right, that
missed the
makes
video
sense
game.
now. That makes sense.
We all know that when
Yeah.
Hitler was playing Pong as a child and he lost.
Dude, all right, no. First of all, if you were playing Bong as a child, that might have actually created some pretty solid rage issues. Okay, so that might not be the best example.
There was a meme that said it showed the adventures of Pong in 1961, I think it is, and it said when violence was introduced to the world.
Yes, exactly. Like, yeah. You were playing that. That actually would
Napoleon
induce.
was playing a bad game of Tetris one day. He was like, "No."
Yeah.
No.
No. Yeah. That's yeah.
And
no,
so
I-
the Napoleon complex started.
I'm mildly with him on that concept. I might have actually lost it too.
It's everybody. We got Kevin McCarthy. We got Trump coming out there. Video games are bad. You got
That
all these
wasn't bad.
people.
That wasn't bad.
That was
That
actually pretty
was-
horrible.
that
But and it just doesn't stop. This has happened since forever ago. And we talked about this before. You had people on both sides. You had your Hillary Clintons. You had your whatever, your George Bushes, whatever. Your people on both sides of the party that were coming out. And anytime something bad happens, and anytime there's more of them that happen, more shootings, everybody has to blame this guy here with the big gun in front of us. Like you have to find something to blame, and instead of making laws that could restrict this, instead of helping mentally ill, maybe getting a test that doesn't allow people to buy guns that are
Which there
mentally
are.
ill.
Let's not address the main concern.
Let's not address the main concern. Whatever side you are to try to control this, find a way to do it. But
Let's point the finger at the thing over on the way outside
let's
skirt.
blame it over
yeah,
there. Oh, by the way, let's not say it's Saving Private Ryan, because that's an Oscar award-winning, beautiful masterpiece of art
Lord,
with death, blood, and destruction.
Oh my gosh,
Kill Bill.
Let's not blame Kill Bill. No, we have to blame
that knife
the
scene?
digital content
Saving
that
Private
your
Ryan?
kids are playing. I'm so
Oof, man.
so done with it. It's insane. Like everybody, and you would think that you could just go, "Hey, shut up."
They do realize
Like-
extreme forms of violence existed before video games
Wrong.
were around, right? Wrong? God, man, I am.
History books tell nothing
I'm batting
less
1,000 on
than
this
the
one right
utopian
now.
society that we were
Oh,
before
so and then
video
it was
games.
it was the introduction of video games
Yes.
that brought about
Yeah.
before
got
video
it.
games.
Yeah, so-
I'm batting 1,000 right now.
'cause when Cain and Abel were playing GoldenEye 64,
Oh yes, all right. Well, yeah. Again,
That's what ruined
and
it.
Abel lost or won,
Yeah.
that's what did it.
So it wasn't a rock that he bashed
It was
his
a
head
controller.
open. It was
Yeah.
it was the
Yeah.
64.
It was a
And that thing
64.
could take it too, and you
Yeah.
put it back down. You keep playing.
Yeah.
Like
Fine.
nothing happened.
My golden gun now.
Man,
So you
don't
you think you
understand
could
it.
just like this never really gains traction in history. Like they always talk about it, and then people step up and are like, "Dude, shut up!" Like, come on, this is art. I don't know. Parent your kids. That's what we talked about. Like the last 10 times we've talked about this topic.
There's a
Like,
reason why
hey,
there's a rating on
do you
this
see that
call.
mature rating that maybe possibly could have been an AO rating based off a
Did you see
leak,
the,
but it's now a mature rating?
I knew you were going to
that
talk.
one. Don't let your kids play.
I knew you were going to talk about this. Only I didn't read the doc, but I knew it was coming up. I mean,
Oh,
like
yeah.
we had to. But did you see the meme with the mom where it's like, man, I wish there was a way we could, censor like what our children are playing and know what they're playing and stuff. And then it's the M that walks through the front door and it's like, hey, how's it going? She's like, I guess we'll never know. I guess like it's God, come on, guys, like it's ridiculous.
I mean, it's reaching a whole new level now. Walmart removing all violent video games from their
Go
shelves.
away, really?
I think you can still buy them. They're
Yeah,
removing all the signage,
the
so you're not going to
displays and
see
whatnot.
a Call of Duty poster in their
But
stores.
the game is still going to be there to purchase.
Games
Yeah.
still be there, but they're unplugging all consoles that had like a you can play Call of Duty or like a beta,
like a trial or
anything
whatever. Yeah.
violent. Anything violent, and who knows what that is? That could be Call of Duty. That could be Viva Pinata. I don't know. Like they're going out and they're saying, "Oh, yeah, you're right. This is the reason. Yeah, take that down. Take that. Let's. By the way, you want to buy a gun?
Right. You have an entire sporting
They
section
have
there.
a sporting section where they sell guns.
What in the world?
But
They're
don't
still selling Nerf guns and blasters and.
Oh yeah, yeah. Which Nerf guns aren't the reason for violence either. We're not saying
Yes,
that.
they are.
No.
Oh, they are. Sorry.
They are.
Sorry. Now I've been.
we
wrong.
need
That
a
was
new
my bad.
scapegoat that way we can get it off. Of video
Oh,
games.
solid. I
Yes.
see what you did there. Yeah, just
moving it over.
moving on over to the next guy. Yeah, I gotcha.
It's absolutely insane. Oh, ESPN took Apex Legends off TV. They have a tournament that is supposed to be happening. Let me get to that article. Love video games? Yeah, I do. Thanks for the ad.
Seemed very considerate of you.
The August 3rd, so the one that just passed, ESPN pulled Apex Legends. It was supposed to be
Six.
it was supposed to be on ABC.
Oh, so the tournament, they're streaming the tournament on TV.
Oh, it was at
basically,
the
is
X
what
Games
you're-
tournament.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was supposed to be scheduled for August 11th, actually, from 3 to 4, and now
Oh,
will
so
be
tomorrow.
replaced by E60 Forever Broncos.
Well, that was a downgrade.
First off, I'm actually not mad at this. I'm actually 100%
Now all of a sudden, you're good
all of a
with
sudden
it.
this makes sense. Like, why would you not put high quality stuff on your TV? Broncos, I see nothing wrong with this.
Good choice, ESPN.
good choice,
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Applause. No, but they okay. So
Do they somehow believe
said,
that-
they said that they're doing it in? I want to find their exact.
Like they somehow
In response to the recent shootings, they're saying, out of respect for the victims.
yeah, this is their way to. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is so, like, I understand saying, like, okay, here's what you pull from TV. Maybe, like, Columbine documentaries or, like, things, like, maybe things that are a little too soon, like,
Yeah.
real life stuff. Where
Right.
You
you're
don't want
like,
to get rid of those because then
no, like,
people will forget about it.
no, I mean, like,
No,
in
just-
the interim, like, in
yeah,
the morning period,
like-
maybe let's not blast
No,
it with,
for a
like,
month, we're not- 'cause
inside the
that-
Columbine
because
shooting, inside Virginia
That's
Tech,
exactly what
inside the
happens when
Boston bombing,
these
like,
when these shootings happen. Like it's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
All these documentaries just get thrown out there,
Yeah.
regurgitated.
that's, like, a little too soon.
Like,
I get
yeah,
that.
like,
but
let's
this
not-
is a video game tournament.
It's not even graphic.
It's cartoonish.
yeah.
When you get shot,
I don't think
there's
there's even blood, right?
No.
Yeah.
No, yeah. You just fall over basically. Like
And you-
actually, you don't even fall. I think your guy just disappears.
You just go.
You just turn into a loot crate. Like
yeah, you go down, then you eventually turn into loot crate. Yeah.
yeah.
And
Rob Dog says Apex isn't even graphic. It's for better Fortnite players. True.
Solid. Yes. That's a solid point. Yeah.
and if we learn things from video games,
Oh man.
you can drop into any school from a plane,
That's true.
pick out where you want to land, and then do your thing. Yep,
It's true.
that's how it works.
Yeah.
Totes my goats.
You can ride a rocket.
I
That's what I
don't-
learned from video
Okay,
games. So
that's
like
actually-
if you know,
Well, so
if I learn real life
to go-
things from video games, like, as far as how to commit acts of violence, my go-to is going to be riding a rocket.
Right. To go down another total rabbit hole that mildly has to deal with this, we also learn so many things from video games. Video games are simply another medium of storytelling. It's just another way of bringing stories to life. How many stories when we were younger and we read things like Lord of the Rings, right? How much violence was there in that book?
Oh, yeah.
And yet we learned, these infinite lessons of hope and compassion and fighting against the evil forces and things like that. And so video games do the same darn thing for us. They just tell it in a different medium. So you're going to sit here and tell us that these things are causing us to be violent, but not also look at the fact that maybe these mediums of storytelling are telling us how to have things like compassion and hope and to fight against the forces of evil. Like
That's exactly what I'm telling you.
garbage.
There is no
Good day,
redeeming.
sir.
I said good day. There is no redeeming qualities for video games. Is
Let's
what
get
Trump
rid
is
of
saying.
books.
In fact, Trump said we must stop the glorification of violence in our society. This includes gruesome and grisly video games that are now commonplace. Absolutely preposterous.
Meanwhile, on TV, they're watching NCIS with dead
Did
bodies.
you see the new one that just came out, The Boys, on
Oh,
Amazon Prime? The superhero one where the superheroes are
That
actually
actually looks really
that are actually bad. We've watched the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
It's really good.
No.
The very first episode, spoiler alert. It's not really. It's not a spoiler. Whatever. The very first episode, the guy, the fastest man on Earth, basically the equivalent of Flash, runs through somebody and obliterates them. We're
So,
talking
for the
like
greater good to go like. So
Yeah.
The whole premise of the story is like, superheroes are unchecked.
they're bad.
And they don't care. They just
Right.
want to get the job done or whatever, and they don't care who gets hurt in the process.
collateral damage be damned.
and
he
just to
runs
say like, hey,
through a
I
person.
stopped the comets, but by the way, I threw it.
And we're
at
talking
China.
like she her jawbone is split in half. Her hands are still sitting there in this other guy's hands, like he was holding her hands, talking. It was his girlfriend, and he's talking to her, and he just goes,
Yeah.
and she just explodes. So that's okay. Like that's totally fine. Don't talk to me about gruesome. Go watch that garbage. Like, stupid.
He probably loves The Walking Dead, and he's like, "Don't take my show off the
All
air."
right, The Walking Dead's actually pretty awesome.
No, what I'm saying is like that
But,
seems
yeah.
like the
Yeah, like it's crazy to me. Yes, I understand the concept of
Rob Dog says you can revive teammates. See, and a respawn, nobody's really dying.
tell that to the NPC who just from the shotgun blast. You ain't
Well, the
reviving that,
NPC
Rob
shouldn't
Dog.
have been there. But
Nice, that's fair. And if it's Rob Dog who's doing it, he did it before anybody else because
people want to blame something
cheater.
because they don't have to look too deeply at themselves or own shortcomings. That's from a Last No.
Yeah.
Last No says their lack of parenting, refusing to accept that their children might have a lot of issues due to their own absenteeism. Yep. It's insane. Like, it's absolutely insane, and people are jumping on board. And, of course, a big corporation like Walmart, who probably, has things to gain from people like Trump, is going, take away the video games. It's...
And then you have like
Go ahead.
former head of Nintendo
Yeah.
going, "You guys are idiots. Here you go. Look, here's the stats."
Yeah.
Well, walk me through them. I can't see them.
So, video game revenue on the left over here is South Korea, China, USA. I mean, yeah, the U.S. has a lot of gun deaths, but there's other countries that
Plenty
have.
of other people. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Video games are all around the world.
Yeah. Right.
There should be mass
yeah.
shootings everywhere all the time.
Right. Exactly. Like it's. Yeah.
And I don't know what this one you did from.
You're just looking for a reason to complain about something and have some to be able to say, "Hey, I did something about it." And that's a problem with it. Is when you're looking at when people are doing crap like that, they're just looking at a way to be able to give themselves a pat on the shoulder and say, "Hey, I talked about a hot topic point and I care." Like, no, that's all you're doing. Is you just want to look like you care. That's it.
You're trying
like,
to rile the people. Like, here's what I think.
Yeah.
I think people like Trump didn't grow up with video games, so he's like lashing out. It's like
You're just mad that they didn't have video games.
it's like. Did you ever see? Was that movie? Was it World Without a Santa Claus? Is that the one that had the Burgermeister Burger? Ate, I'm looking at you.
Meister Burger?
No, that's a Burgermeister Burger. No, you're thinking of Burgermeister Burger was from
What is happening?
Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Santa Claus Coming to Town. That's Santa Claus. That's okay. So in that one, the guy hated toys. Toys were
No.
bad. He grabbed up all the toys, and toys weren't allowed anywhere. And there's like the origin story of Saint Nick, right? Of Santa
Oh,
Claus, and he goes in, and then at night he goes through and he gives all the kids toys. Like, this is the start where he got his, his start.
Sure.
And then, Burgermeister Meisterburger wakes up in the morning and there's kids everywhere playing with toys. And he's like, oh, what are these toys? They're bad. They're horrible. And he trips on one and like breaks his leg. You see, I told you toys are bad, blah, 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 blah. And then it just turned out that he had never received a toy when he was a kid. So Santa Claus gives him a toy and he's like, oh my gosh, I love toys. So maybe
It's just, these are all just people who
so
are just
maybe
mad bitter
we
that they
just
didn't.
need to give Trump a video game.
Oh,
something
man.
that will make his heart
I think you're
grow
onto something.
2 sizes larger,
I think you're
and
onto
he will
something.
love us
I
all
gotcha,
in our video games.
I gotcha. I feel where you're coming from.
I don't know, but
we can get McCarthy one. we can get Walmart some video games. Well, they already have some.
They already have all of them. Yeah, they just somehow oddly think if they just take down the publication of it, then
it's just insane. I don't.
Again, it's beating a dead horse.
It's beating a dead horse, and I guess we have to because they keep doing it.
Yeah. We have to be the light in
They're
the...
like
yeah,
necromancers. Horse is still alive.
you gotta,
Son of a.
you gotta fight the good fight,
Yeah.
man. Like you gotta fight the good
we're,
fight.
we're the light in the darkness.
Yes, exactly. You learn that from video games, though, or like
Actually,
or
you do.
books,
You
or
do.
like I know, but like or books in general. That's what POs me about this whole thing. Like, sure, let's get rid of violent books. Like, are you going to tell me right
And-
now an entire well-respected author, Stephen King,
Tons of movies.
nothing but murder and
Yep.
violence and just raw carnage, and yet he's one of the most revered authors of our time. Like,
It's because he didn't make a video game.
it's
If he
insane.
had started off as a video game guy,
It's
he would have
insane.
no chance.
Like, let's
No
be real.
chance.
What's worse? You know, like a teenager using their imagination to act out these entire, scenes of death and violence in their head because of a book, or just having it shown to me. You know, like me personally, I like to think I have a vivid imagination. Like, that stuff's real. Like,
It's
but because it's on the TV.
so. Here's the what's the fallout from this? We've already seen it start.
Yeah.
Do you think this goes away?
I think it'll eventually just go away.
Just
It always does. Yeah.
well, okay, but it always has.
yeah.
But now there's immediate repercussions. So does it go away for a little bit, come back, and then we have more repercussions?
No,
Like,
I think,
is this going to be like literally he goes out because he can do executive orders? Like, is he going to come
Sure.
out and ban mature video games or something? Like, could there be a realistic possibility from this where now we have to outcry?
The industry is so big that it'd be kind of hard to do that.
I think in my opinion, are quick Band-Aid fix acts that people are trying to do to make themselves feel better and seem like they're caring people,
Yeah.
and they'll go back to their ways in another 6 months. So,
Well, yeah, but those people aren't the president.
No,
I mean, he could put like
okay. So to be fair, to say that Trump wouldn't do something like that is
Yeah.
ridiculous because he already does crazy ass.
he's going to put tariffs on like
that,
consoles
yeah.
and like
Right.
the tariffs are already affecting
Right.
the console price. We talked about that last time.
Yeah.
So what could he do now? And I'm not saying we have to have an answer, by the way. This is more of a
all
rhetorical
just
question.
One
Like,
big ploy to make the industry stronger.
it's just it's insane
because
that
of
like
talking about it, like, what are
Right,
these
yeah.
video games?
And then
Let's
the
go buy
tariffs
one.
go up,
Yeah.
and then the video game prices go up, and they make
it's
more
just
money.
crazy that there's now some sort of almost traction besides hotheads going video games
And this is
bad,
always
and the
been-
rest of the world going you're an idiot. Now it's video games bad. We're
And it's
going
not
you're
just
an
him.
idiot.
It's been other
Well,
presidents
yeah.
in the
No,
past
that's what
as
I'm
well.
saying.
Yeah, and
but now the outcry is after we said you're an idiot, they're going, well, screw you. We're taking signage off, and we're taking
Well, that's Walmart. That's
video.
not-
Well, I was saying we're
And
taking video games off the shelves because these politicians do have.
Yeah, and to be fair, we have
Reach.
seen this. We have seen this in the
Yeah.
past with tons of other things, with guns, with movies,
With
like,
books.
with books. Like in the past, like the ratings weren't even a thing. Like, and now the ratings started to come out more. And then with guns, like we didn't have all these things back in the day, and now we have tons of bans on different types of guns and things like that. So we have seen there's a track record of these, what is it? Rules being put into place for these things. So yeah, it's a very realistic possibility that you
That
could continue to see things
We could start seeing more than
more and more
just
crackdown on it. Yeah.
Yeah, is Minecraft going to not be allowed to be streamed anymore
Right.
on ESPN because you have a sword or a
And
bow
you're-
and arrow,
And you're
Right.
killing defenseless horses and
and
pigs.
that pixelated puff of cloud when they disappear is way
Man,
too
but that,
violent.
That
like
bacon is always good though.
Well, I guess if you play the peaceful mode, like if they could stream him and Ella's game.
Yes, I'm on the top of Twitch. Let's go.
It's
Who's
just
laughing now, punk?
Still us.
Dang it.
Still us. So that's where we're at, guys. Video games are still the bane of human existence. Video games are the cause for all evil, and that's what we have to believe now.
Does do things like video games and movies and stuff like that, do they fall under the freedom of speech part?
Well, yeah, but don't bring movies into this. They're not the bad thing.
I'm
Here.
just
So
talking.
video
All right,
games.
fine, whatever. Video games. Yeah, I would imagine video games would still fall under freedom of speech, right? So
Yeah.
so they'll put a bunch of bans on it and they'll try and get rid of it, but they're not going to be able to
Yeah,
ultimately
no.
in the long haul. So they're just going to make it extremely difficult, just like they do with anything else in our life. So
All right, I'm done with this.
down with Big Brother.
I
Screw that garbage. I also love
I
that the
hate
guy's
politicians.
favorite.
That's my
the guy's name in Boys is Homeland. It's fantastic. Superman with an American flag cape.
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah. All right. Let's get into the claw. This is the chat lobby ass. We're past the nitty gritty now. This is where we hand the show over to you. You can talk about anything you wish in this segment. I'm talking to the people in the chat currently right now. If you want to give us a claw question for the future, you can comment on like our YouTube videos or our Facebook posts or whatever. If you have something you want to get on the show and put it like, hey, talk about this, we'll put it as our to the front of the list for the claw. This claw can last 30 seconds. It can last 30 minutes. We've
yep.
literally had it last 30 minutes longer.
But we can't go 30 minutes this time.
This time we cannot. This time we could go 26 minutes because No Jeans has to be out at 1:30.
We got 26 minutes,
Exactly.
guys. Come on, let's go. Flood it.
If anybody has anything that they want a new topic, if anybody has anything, let us know. Don't forget, you can follow us at Twitter at CMG_Gamecast, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everything else, Casual Misfits Gaming. That's how you find us on your podcast catcher when you want to listen to us in the future. On iTunes podcast or SoundCloud, Spotify, iHeartRadio, everything. Casual Misfits Gaming. Rob Dog wants to know who's going to play Apex with me this week.
This week?
I might actually come back and play it. That game was super fun.
Maybe.
I stopped playing it mostly because a lot of other games came out at the time, but, that game's a blast.
It's hard for me to play a lot of different games. That's why I just stick with a few.
Yeah.
A few thousand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hard to, which one do you choose to take out? You got
Rob Dog, what are you playing it on? You playing it on that's a dumb question. Never mind.
He's playing on PC.
Yeah, he's playing on PC.
I'll have to
Whatever.
download it on
He's got to
PC
cheat.
then.
He's got to get whatever leverage he can. It was a great game though. It was super fun.
Was fun.
Yeah.
If you guys don't have any more topics, we can move on. I don't care. We'll give you like 15 more seconds. I don't know if the delay is 30 seconds. This might screw them over, but
I'll be playing some Sea of Thieves. Not next weekend. I'm on call next
Send,
weekend.
for the love of God, you have a phone with text messaging abilities and a group thread. Like, send me something so I know when you're on.
You know why I don't play Sea of Thieves? Because I always I look on my Xbox app and see, hey, maybe they're playing Sea of Thieves. Maybe Ati's playing Sea of Thieves. I'll jump on, And I look
Right.
and it's like, oh, he's playing. Oh, so are 3 other people, and his group is now full.
And
so
they've been playing for the last
they've been playing
hour
3
and a
hours.
half.
Yeah,
Like-
so I can't join them.
Send me a goddamn
during,
message.
during the week, I'll just go on and sleep by myself and just do random things. On the weekends is when I play
I'd say
with
we
it.
love
He
you and we're
doesn't
here.
even
Send me
work.
a message. I'm not doing anything.
The last note says, any chance you'll be streaming games soon? Possibly.
Hopefully, as well as. Oh, I'll have to add you to that folder, the D&D folder.
Oh, yes, please do. Yeah. I want to partake in said discussion.
Yeah, we need to talk about logistics.
Right here, right now.
Not on stream.
No, I was
Welcome to
just
the
playing.
CMG
Let's
business
play
model meeting.
CMG D&D podcast right now. Let's go. Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
I got my stuff in the car. Let's go.
I
Do
got
it.
my stuff right. My stuff is in that bag right
Let's
there.
go.
Let's see,
Right
roll,
now.
roll for initiative. Let's see.
Tell me you have a roll for initiative app.
It's got the
The
roll
random
20,
dice.
right?
Yeah, the random D20 dice.
Yep.
All right, let's see who's going first. Give me that.
12. All right.
Plus,
Where's a reroll? What do I do? This one?
That's a D12.
Get
Do you know what a D12?
8.
Oh,
All
come
right,
on.
just do it for me.
Garbage.
I'm not reaching across the table.
I got 12.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh,
14.
Come on. Story of my life.
Cone of cold. You're both dead. Anyways, I think that's
Speak
it for
with
this
animals.
podcast. This has been the CMG podcast, episode number 76.
Cinco de Mayo.
Matt Rojas, a.k.a. the Dread Pirate. With me in the middle, we had...
Michael Walquist, a.k.a. Siri Knight.
Siri Knight! And on the far end...
Hi. I'm Mate Rojas, also known as No Jeans.
No jeans.
What the heck is that?
That was like, man, that was intense. Like letting an air out of a balloon on
Yeah,
that
that's what
one.
I was going for. I think that's it. So thank you, everybody, for watching.
We love you
or
guys.
listening, or watching, or listening in the future.
Especially you, Brandon.
I don't know if
And-
Brandon's still here, but
And A-Rod.
A-Rod.
Aaron.
Let us know.
A-Ron.
Done messed up, Aaron.
This has
D
been the
nice.
Casual Misfits Gaming
Say it
Podcast,
right.
episode number 76. Follow us everywhere. We will see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.